sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism program. I'm a former D1 athlete. I know what it takes to be an athlete, and I'm excited to showcase our incredible Wildcats here in Tucson on the Varsity Sports Show. Every week, I will be doing a Wildcat Insider to bring you news and inside stories on your Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show.
Here on our side.
All right, Sabrina, whenever you are ready, you can take it away. We're pre-recording this interview, so I got it recorded whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm here with Horizon head coach Bo Polvorosa. Coach Bo, you're getting ready to play up against a great Desert Mountain team. What's going to be that key for you to get a good start on this in the first couple innings?
Just like any other game, we've got to be able to make the routine and fundamental plays, simply play catch, receive the baseball, catch the ball, and throw the baseball. Just like any other game, you have to be clean on the fundamental side. Otherwise, that could lead to bad things happening. And especially when you're playing a good team or any good opposition, that could lead to bad things if you don't play a clean game.
Yeah, so we talked about the defensive side a little bit with, some of the things that you want to see early on. When we think of you guys at bat, what's going to be some of those big keys or those things you're going to be looking for to help your team get, some more runs on that scoreboard?
Yeah, the one thing that I feel like we've been pretty good at this year is just being able to apply pressure. And so, the one thing is we make sure our guys are getting in and out of the box and they're running hard 90s. And that's just the first step in applying that pressure to any opposition that we're playing. And, the more you can cause chaos offensively, even just getting out of the box, that can lead to potential, errors defensively. And that's what we live off of.
Coach Polvorosa, thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Hello, my name is Dominic Hernandez and I am currently working at the Varsity Sports Show. I am a senior at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications at Arizona State University. I will be working various jobs from working the camera to doing play-by-play of games. I can't wait to see what unique stories there will be in this upcoming high school sports season and be able to cover all the different sports that every high school has to offer.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Armistead. I'm from South Carolina but recently moved to Florida. I'm a sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism program. I'm a former D1 athlete. I know what it takes to be an athlete, and I'm excited to showcase our incredible Wildcats here in Tucson on the Varsity Sports Show. Every week, I will be doing a Wildcat Insider to bring you news and inside stories on your Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show.
Founder-level sponsors, the Kristen Graziano Group with HomeSmart Elite, are proud to be Saguaro alumni, community advocates, and your hometown realtors. The Kristen Graziano Group is ranked in the top 1.5% of real estate teams nationally, and your top-selling team right here in SaberCat territory. The Kristen Graziano Group can currently be seen on the Emmy-nominated TV show Selling the Valley of the Sun. When you're ready to buy, sell, or want to know the value of your home, reach out to the group that knows the neighborhood, the Kristen Graziano Group.
Sports, sports, sports. Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Mondaka and it's a pleasure of mine to be a part of the Varsity Sports Show this spring. I'm a current undergraduate student studying at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I'm still unsure of what exactly I want to pursue in sports journalism. However, I hope to learn and advance my knowledge under the Varsity Sports Show and create great memories with you. Let's make this a great year and let's strive for greatness.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Armistead. I'm from South Carolina but recently moved to Florida. I'm a sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism program. I'm a former D1 athlete. I know what it takes to be an athlete, and I'm excited to showcase our incredible Wildcats here in Tucson on the Varsity Sports Show. Every week, I will be doing a Wildcat Insider to bring you news and inside stories on your Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show.
It's game time, and we're here to win. Hi, I'm Sabrina Giles. I'm a senior at ASU and studying at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications, with my major being sports journalism. I'm excited to announce that this spring I will be working with the Varsity Sports Show to bring you any and all things sports. From commentary to broadcast, I'll be working to cover your favorite teams and make my mark on the world of sports journalism.
Chris Scott of REMAX is Central Oregon's best realtor for anyone thinking of a vacation home or relocation. He's our very own born and raised Phoenician who moved his family to Central Oregon nearly 15 years ago. Contact Chris if you're thinking of exploring beautiful Central Oregon. It truly is living at its best. 541-999-5614. Proud partner of the Varsity Sports Shows, it's Dylan.
Hello there, my name is Brandon Tran, and I'm a Cronkite student at Arizona State University, and I'm so thrilled to be joining the Varsity Sports Show this semester. As a former athlete myself, I'll be providing content, both boys and girls, as you can follow me on Twitter at BrandonTran70, as I hope to see you all there this semester and provide great content around you.
Hi everyone, my name is Olivia Hersberg. I'm a senior at Arizona State University, majoring in sports journalism. This semester, I'll be working with the Varsity Sports Show to bring you sports content. I'll be the host of 2 segments, Hustle with Houston and Overview with Olivia, where we discuss everything sports. I've always loved sports and the competition that sports exudes. I'm very excited for this opportunity, and I can't wait for you to listen along the way.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Hey everyone, my name is Eric Castellan, and thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show. I am currently a senior at Arizona State University, attending the Walter Cronkite School of Mass Communications and Journalism. I'm originally from California, but I moved to Arizona because of all the sports that are available out here, and I can't wait to bring you all the high school sports that we cover, whether you're listening or watching. Stay tuned.
Thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show, where our mission is to empower education and enable dreams, creating an unmatched platform to showcase talent both in front of and behind the microphone in radio, television, podcast, and live streaming. The Varsity Sports Show, still your home for youth, high school, college, and you in Arizona and beyond.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Armistead. I'm from South Carolina but recently moved to Florida. I'm a sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism program. I'm a former D1 athlete. I know what it takes to be an athlete, and I'm excited to showcase our incredible Wildcats here in Tucson on the Varsity Sports Show. Every week I will be doing a Wildcat Insider to bring you news and inside stories on your Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show.
Hello, my name is Dominic Hernandez, and I am currently working at the Varsity Sports Show. I am a senior at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications at Arizona State University. I will be working various jobs, from working the camera to doing play-by-play of games. I can't wait to see what unique stories there will be in this upcoming high school sports season and be able to cover all the different sports that every high school has to offer.
Founder-level sponsors, the Kristen Graziano Group with HomeSmart Elite, are proud to be Saguaro alumni, community advocates, and your hometown realtors. The Kristen Graziano Group is ranked in the top 1.5% of real estate teams nationally, and your top-selling team right here in SaberCat territory. The Kristen Graziano Group can currently be seen on the Emmy-nominated TV show Selling the Valley of the Sun. When you're ready to buy, sell, or want to know the value of your home, reach out to the group that knows the neighborhood, the Kristen Graziano Group.
Sports, sports, sports. Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Mondaka, and it's a pleasure of mine to be a part of the Varsity Sports Show this spring. I'm a current undergraduate student studying at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I'm still unsure of what exactly I want to pursue in sports journalism. However, I hope to learn and advance my knowledge under the Varsity Sports Show and create great memories with you. Let's make this a great year and let's strive for greatness.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
And we welcome you to Desert Mountain High School here in Scottsdale, Arizona for this high school matchup between the Horizon Huskies and the Desert Mountain Wolves. My name's Eric Castellano. I'm joined alongside, and you got to see her earlier when she did the pregame interviews, Sabrina Giles. Sabrina, how are you today?
I'm doing good. We can't complain when it's a sunny day in Arizona. I mean, it's sunny the majority of the time of the year, but still.
It's a little cool today, so it's not overly bearing to where you feel like the sun's going to melt you alive. So
that's very true. We got a nice little breeze going.
Got a nice breeze going. We're sitting a little bit in the shade, so it's definitely setting up for a good day of baseball, that's for sure. So two teams in the same section going at it here. Horizon having a bit of a better year than Desert Mountain. Horizon coming in at 20-4. Desert Mountain sitting at 7-17. And Desert Mountain will take the hill first. It'll be James Hunter on the mound for the Wolves. He's coming into this 7th appearance on the season, 7 ERA, and he's going to face this Horizon team that is really good for their hitting, and we kind of watched them warm up too. They seem ready to go.
Yeah, no, I know with both teams they were talking about the fundamentals, but for Horizon, especially, fundamentals are going to be the biggest thing for them when it comes to this matchup against Desert Mountain.
Fundamentals are key in everything. That's what I was preached when I was in high school. So I don't think it dug into my brain enough. But you know, some coaches are different than others, and it was a while since I've been in high school, so can't say too much about that. But it's going to be a fun game to watch. That's for sure. It's going to be the first three in the order for Horizon. It's going to be Colin Sr., the second baseman, set to lead it off, with the pitcher A.J. Keeley and the first baseman Aaron Geenan, the next two after him to start us off. And it's going against James Hunter at 7 ERA. Limited sample size, of course. He's getting the start here and getting some work done, and we'll likely don't know what we'll see from him. And catching will be Zach Durbin, and then from third to first, it's going to be Matt Alexander at third, Quentin Starbuck at short, Leo Kearns at second. And it's going to be Kevin Hoffmaster at first. So. And the outfield is Brendan Resch in right field, Drew Kazianko in left, and then Adam Gorin in center field. That's the lineup with Tom Harris being the DH. So we're just about set to go. Horizon's dugout's already very active.
They're already hyped for this game.
They can hear him from all the way over here. First pitch to Colin Sr. is upstairs for ball one. And we are underway just a little late, 3:48 p.m. But it just means more baseball, so it's all right. 1-0 pitch is chopped towards third, and it's going to go foul. And into the left field corner it goes, where it'll likely stay for a while. Oh, there's somebody going on it. So.
No, we talked about it. You mentioned it a little bit earlier. Horizon's dugout really energized, and you know, even when we've seen them warming up, Desert Mountain too, really excited for this game. And I think of
that one's laced into the gap in left center field. Sorry to cut you off there, Sabrina. Okay. That's a ringing single for Colin Sr.
No, but anyways, what I was saying was, yes, obviously Horizon, you know, dugout really energized for this game. Desert Mountain was too as well. I think something really funny to point out that, you know, behind the scenes that no one's seen. When I was interviewing Coach Dyer, his players were actually trying to get him to laugh on camera. So for a little portion, when they came off the field, they were literally just sitting in a chair right in front of the camera trying to get him to laugh to see if, they could get a smile at their coach. So.
Yeah, Coach Dyer, very serious guy, as we all know, is A.J. Keeley. The Horizon pitcher takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1 to him. And senior coming into that game, or coming into this game, I should say, 397. He'll add to that there, and he'll draw a pickoff throw, and he'll be back in there safely. This is going to bring in A.J. Keeley, who is on the mound today for the Huskies. He's their best statistical hitter, batting over 500 at 508. And he'll shoot this one into right field in front of Brendan Resch for a base hit. A bit of trouble getting the ball in, but it'll hold the runners at first and second. Back-to-back singles for the Huskies, and they're in business. 2 batters in. That one wasn't nearly as hard hit as the first one, but whatever gets the job done. And all of a sudden, pressure's on James Hunter here to not allow any runs across. And early pressure can be a very significant problem, Sabrina.
They can, but like you said, there's lots of baseball today. So I'm sure they're not too worried about it right now.
It can be a threat later in the game as Aaron Keenan, the first baseman, stands in for the Huskies. 419 on the season. Only 8 RBIs, looking to add to that one here. He's going to take a first pitch breaking ball from Hunter, who flips the flow back as he puts his hat back on. It's always a baseball player thing to have the flow going, and then you just, it's like a long hair thing. I mean, I did it in high school, so it just feels right. I don't know. But in Arizona, it's got to be different because it's so hot outside. But even where I grew up, it was still hot, so to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it just depends.
Adrenaline means more than anything when you're sweating bullets out here, and it hasn't gotten too hot yet. Was earlier this week, not today. And the 1-0 to Geenan is taken low. He's in a 2-0 count. Back-to-back singles by Collins Sr. and A.J. Keeley have first and second, no one out. And a prime opportunity for the Huskies to strike first. 2-0 is a breaking ball that catches the top of the zone. Good pitch from Hunter. It's 2 balls and a strike. Infield and double play depth. Big ground ball here likely means 2. As they look to keep it scoreless before they come to bat. 2-1. This one's on the inside corner, painting the outside, then the inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 big pitches from Hunter, looking for one more. Trying to get it out without any of these runners advancing. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball got him in the dirt. And a big strikeout there for James Hunter.
Yeah, and you talked about it a little bit earlier. They got their first 2 people on base, and that one had to feel pretty good, obviously, get that first out.
First out is big, especially when you keep the runners at first and second. It's going to bring in the left-handed hitting shortstop Andrew Grennert. 320 on the season. One of the team leaders in RBIs. He's got 16 of them. A couple ducks on the pond right now. And the first pitch is a fastball from James Hunter. Seems like his hat keeps falling.
I was like, he lost his hat. I just literally seen, I was like, trying to follow the ball, and then all of a sudden I look back and I see his hat in his hand.
He's always got his hat in his hand, at least maybe 3 or 4 times already. The flow's too strong.
It is a little bit breezy outside, but I was going to say, how do you feel like the wind honestly affects the guys when they play?
Well, I haven't really experienced it in quite a bit, but that definitely can be a factor when it pops up in the air and the ball kind of moves. But also kind of throws off your rhythm a little bit because you feel like you have to throw it differently just because you don't know if the ball's going to be affected by it or not.
Yeah.
And the 0-2 to Geenan is, or actually to Grennert upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the hat fell off again, everyone. It's okay.
You just got to keep, somebody got to get him a tighter hat. They're not snapback hats. Somebody has to get him a different fitted hat. He must have cut his hair recently because it keeps falling off as if it used to be a lot tighter on him. 1-2 is hit in the air to right field. Resch is going back. He'll make the catch. Tagging from second is Senior. He'll slide in head first without a throw, and there's runners on the corners with 2 outs. And a semi-productive out for Grennert. And a fly out to right field that'll put Senior 90 feet away with 2 away.
Yeah, and let's see if Desert Mountain can obviously end the top of this inning without a run from Horizon.
Haven't seen that many breaking balls from Hunter, but if he throws a few in the dirt, if Durbin can't block him, Senior's got great speed to come home. And it's a pretty wide backstop here at Desert Mountain for those who can't see. As they get a pickoff here at first, and diving back in is AJ Keeley. As Ethan Trahan, the right fielder for Horizon, stands in. And the freshman batting .447. One of the better hitters on this team, batting 5th. Takes one high. 1 ball, no strikes. Man, .447 as a freshman. I can't imagine hitting that well my first year in high school. Runners in the corners, 2 outs, 1-0 pitch. Catches the top of the zone. Just not even going to mention his hat falling off anymore, so we're just going to let you watch it and determine for yourself if he needs a tighter hat or not. 1 ball, 1 strike. Keeley's on the move, the throw to second base. Safe at second. And Quentin Starbuck, the shortstop, put his hands on his head. He thought he had him. Very close play. Helmet came flying off of Keeley there. And a stolen base for the opposing pitcher. And now 2 in scoring position for the Huskies. More importantly, Senior stayed at third base. Hunter working out of the windup. And this one's fouled into the Desert Mountain bullpen area. Avoiding
a couple fans.
Over there. There's also a seating area. Last time I was here, I didn't see anybody sitting over there, but
I feel like I usually always see people sitting over there, but I don't know what it is about over there, because another disclaimer that no one would have seen, pregame, was I almost got hit by a ball early on while they were warming up. It was, and the camera as well, so very interesting seating area for sure.
You don't have to be bothered by the fence in front of us here. So you get a very clear view of the field, but maybe not behind home plate, but definitely no obstructions at all, besides the risk of being hit by a ball.
Yeah.
Hunter with another 1-2 pitch. This one's grounded towards second. Leo Kearns on a knee to stop it. Throw to first is low, but dug out. And Desert Mountain keeps Horizon off the scoreboard here in the top of the first. And we'll head to the bottom of the first here at Desert Mountain. We're still scoreless, and the Wolves are coming to bat.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Armistead. I'm from South Carolina but recently moved to Florida. I'm a sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism program. I'm a former D1 athlete. I know what it takes to be an athlete, and I'm excited to showcase our incredible Wildcats here in Tucson on the Varsity Sports Show. Every week I will be doing a Wildcat Insider to bring you news and inside stories on your Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show.
It's game time, and we're here to win. Hi, I'm Sabrina Giles. I'm a senior at ASU and studying at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications, with my major being sports journalism. I'm excited to announce that this spring I will be working with the Varsity Sports Show to bring you any and all things sports. From commentary to broadcast, I'll be working to cover your favorite teams and make my mark on the world of sports journalism.
Back here at Desert Mountain High School. After a scoreless top of the first from Horizon, at least on offense, it's Desert Mountain's turn to come to bat. And they're going to be facing the tall right-hander who also stole second base, so a bit of a two-way player per se, even though a lot of players are two-way in high school. It's AJ Keeley, and he's got a lot of zip on his fastball, a lot faster than Hunter's, that's for sure. And interesting to see how this Desert Mountain team adapts to the velocity. It's going to be Brendan Resch Kevin Hoffmaster and Adam Gorin, the first three for the Wolves against Keeley. And we got to hear some walk-up songs too, Sabrina. It's always a nice...
We love a good walk-up song.
This one's a great walk-up song. Luke Combs, for any of you country fans out there. And we heard a lot of country music during pregame.
I will say Desert Mountain has a pretty solid playlist. It's probably a verified playlist.
And the first pitch to Resch is fouled off. And it's quickly 0-1. Resch 280 on the year. And this one's grounded to short. Fielded on one hop. And the throw to first by Grennard is in time. So 2 pitches result in an out. And a bit of a quicker start for Keeley than James Hunter's. And 1 up, 1 down here to start the bottom of the first.
Eric, as we're hearing these walk-up songs, what would be your walk-up song?
Oh man, I tried to switch mine up way too much in high school, but I can't say what it would be because I was in high school more than 4 years ago. So there's been a lot of songs that have come out since then that I would say I love way more than back in the day. So I can't really, you know what, I'll think about it and I'll get back to you on it.
You get back to me. If you had a walk-up song right now to every broadcast, you let me know.
So like right this second. All right, sounds good. I'm going to need your answer too on that one. That first pitch was fouled right over our heads, by the way, so not as scary as it could have been. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Hoffmaster. Usually catches, he's playing first base today. 1 ball, 1 strike. So misses low. A big swing and a miss from him there on the fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Junior batting .310 on the year.
And again, right over our heads with another foul ball.
Another one over our heads. It's going to be very unlikely that it actually comes down to get us, but I didn't bring it. Did you bring a glove? I sure didn't. So
I sure didn't.
We're a little open to exposure here. On the outside corner, and a great pitch from Keeley, and his dugout loves it. At a backwards K for out number 2. Just painted the fastball on the outside corner. Ah, yes. Return of the Mac. What a popular walk-up song.
That's a good one. That's a pretty good one.
That is a pretty good
We're
one.
going to have to start ranking these walk-up songs like after we hear all of them, just to see which one was the best one.
I have a bit of a bias to country music, but that one...
Do you?
I do. That one actually does kind of pull some heartstrings a little bit, though. Keeley working very fast here. First one missed, and that one's a fastball down the middle for strike 1 to Adam Gorin. And the senior batting .352 on the year. Takes a fastball outside, 2-1. Keeley would sure be a great MLB pitcher right now, especially with the pitch clock. He's working very fast, and he gets a fastball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And trying to quick pitch him there. They were trying to claim that he never called time. And 2 balls, 2 strikes, it remains. Have a bit of a discussion on what the count is. I think by my count it's still 2-2, but I'm not umpiring this game, so I can't say too much. Keeley's trying to work very fast here to throw off this Wolf lineup. As Gorin pops it up. And the first baseman, Aaron Geenen, has room to make the catch in a 1-2-3 inning for A.J. Keeley. And we'll head to the 2nd inning, and it still remains scoreless between the Wolves and the Huskies.
Chris Scott of RE/MAX is Central Oregon's best realtor for anyone thinking of a vacation home or relocation. He's our very own born and raised Phoenician who moved his family to Central Oregon nearly 15 years ago. Contact Chris if you're thinking of exploring beautiful Central Oregon. It truly is living at its best. 541-999-5614. Proud partner of the Varsity Sports Shows, it's Dylan.
Hello there, my name is Brandon Tran, and I'm a Cronkite student at Arizona State University, and I'm so thrilled to be joining the Varsity Sports Show this semester. As a former athlete myself, I'll be providing content both boys and girls, as you can follow me on Twitter at BrandonTran70, as I hope to see you all there this semester and provide great content around you.
We're back for the top of the second inning here from Desert Mountain High School, and it remains 0-0 after a 1-2-3 inning from A.J. Keeley, and James Hunter bent but didn't break in the top of the first, so he's back out there for the second. And let's hope the hat stays on this time around, or at least it falls off less than it did last inning.
And I have a little bit of theory. Yours was, that the hair wasn't cut, but on a weather report, how we did say it was breezy, the wind picked up slightly, a little bit more since we had said it's a little bit breezy. I don't know if you guys hear it on the broadcast itself, but I feel like the wind also might have contributed to it as well, because the wind is definitely contributing to my hair right now and it flying in my face with the headset on.
And the first pitch to Quentin Hennessy, the left fielder. This fouled straight back for strike one. Hennessy, 407 on the year. 16 driven in as well, one of the top leaders in RBIs for this Husky team. He's going to take a fastball on the outside corner from Hunter, and it's quickly 0-2. It's going to be Hennessy, Zach Haas, and Andrew Bernstein. 6, 7, 8 due up for Horizon here in the second. And this one's kind of poked the bat out and shoots it into left field for a base hit past into the 5-6 hole, I should say. And that's a leadoff single for Horizon. Back-to-back innings, they've led off the inning with a hit. And immediately the pressure's back on James Hunter in the stretch rather than the windup. It's going to be Zach Haas, the DH, standing in. 316 on the year. Hennessy leads off first, and the first pitch is up and in for ball one. He must have done something to his hat. It hasn't fallen off in like 3 or 4 pitches. I don't want to jinx it, but we'll see what happens. Comes a 1-0 pitch, and a breaking ball drops in there for strike one.
You are right, it has not fallen off yet. I'm going to say some bobby pins, maybe.
Bobby pins, maybe some tape. Although that would probably
that would probably hurt.
Probably hurts a little bit
when you take it out.
And a pickoff, and Hennessy dives back in safely. And didn't take too much of a lead that time. Hunter more worried about him not extending that lead and keeping him at first base, keeping the double play ball in order. 1-1. This one's a hit and run, and it works to perfection. This is poked into right field for a base hit. Hennessy advances to third. And a very well-executed hit and run. And again, Sabrina, you were talking about earlier, the fundamentals proved real big there for Horizon.
Very much so. But we're kind of like back at that same position that we were at the top of the first inning, where we have two runners, one on third, one on first, with no outs. So let's see if Desert Mountain can kind of keep that momentum that they had in the top of the first inning, where they didn't let a run obviously get on that scoreboard.
Yeah, runners on the corners, no one out. Difficult situation to try to get out of. Not impossible. Andrew Bernstein, the catcher, stands in, and before he can take a pitch, a check on Haas over at first. He dives back in safely. Bernstein, 286 on the year. Showing bunt, and he lays it down perfectly. And they're going to go for the tag, and no tag. They're going to call him safe at first. A little bit of help from the home plate umpire there. The base umpire wasn't sure, needed some help there. And how about that? A bunt, almost a squeeze play that works to perfection as well. That's going to bring across Hennessy, and also everybody's still safe, and it's 1-0 Horizon. Bit of a gutsy play there, Sabrina.
Very much so, but it worked to the advantage of Horizon, and in a way that goes back to those fundamentals that Horizon talked about doing.
Gonna get a little bit of a. Now we're gonna have Ryan Dyer, coach for Desert Mountain, have the umpires converse here. Maybe see if one of them saw it differently, and they did not. So they just want to make sure that they actually go over whether somebody saw it or not. Both of them still agree that it's safe. So that's going to be ruled a bunt single for Andrew Bernstein, the catcher. And it's quickly 1-0 Horizon on very good fundamentals, as we've preached at least 3 times this half inning already. The number 9 hitter, Ben Strutt, the center fielder, digs in. And he'll show bunt, and he'll pull back. And it misses for ball 1. And boy, that dugout is fired up right now.
Which is what they need as it comes to, you know, like, if they want to show their runners some energy, obviously, and it has helped so far.
It has. Definitely. And 2 on, still nobody out. Strutt still showing bunt, and Hunter can't throw him a strike. It's a curveball above the zone. 2-0 to Horizon's number 9 hitter. It seems like this Horizon team very big on doing the little things right, playing small ball and forcing the hand of this Wolf defense.
But to the point of Coach Dyer, what he wanted his team to do was to get back to doing what they do best. So it is that fundamentals, but remember their game plan that they've kept to all season.
As soon as we say that, a perfectly executed sacrifice bunt laid down by Strutt there. Advances both the runners 90 feet, so now 2 in scoring position. It's still less than 2 outs, only 1 away. Back to the top of the order, it goes Collins Sr., the second baseman, who singled on a very sharply hit ball into left center field his last time. Infield is now in for Desert Mountain, and Hunter back into the windup. And a little bloop into right center field. Resch coming in, and he's going to play it on the hop. And they're going to rule that a base hit. And now we got some confusion. And dropped at second. Quentin Starbuck, the shortstop, had him out there at second and couldn't hold on to the ball. There was a trap play from Brendan Resch in right field. Both runners had to hold to see if it was going to be caught, and they ended up not going at all.
But that was still a good play by Desert Mountain.
That was very confusing for a minute there.
It was, just a little bit. It's kind of like they all stopped and were just looking because we were, I mean, to be fair, everyone was a little bit confused, but it was okay. And just so y'all know, another hat was dropped. But that one was a little bit more understandable as to why.
It's now A.J. Keeley standing back in and a chance to help himself out here. Base is now loaded with only 1 away. After Senior reached on another single. This one into right field. And the 1-0 is going to get a called swing here by the home plate umpire on Keeley, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Couldn't check his swing in time. 4 singles in the inning, I should say. And Keeley with a chance to help himself out. This one's chopped up the middle. Fielded at second for 1. Steps on the bag, throw to first. And a 4-3 unassisted double play. And a big way to get out of the inning. With only 1 coming across for Horizon, we'll head to the bottom of the second. And the Huskies lead 1-0.
Hi everyone, my name is Olivia Hersberg. I'm a senior at Arizona State University, majoring in sports journalism. This semester, I'll be working with the Varsity Sports Show to bring you sports content. I'll be the host of 2 segments, Hustle with Houston and Overview with Olivia, where we discuss everything sports. I've always loved sports and the competition that sports exudes. I'm very excited for this opportunity, and I can't wait for you to listen along the way.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Back here for the bottom of the second inning from Desert Mountain High School, where Horizon able to get 1 across in the second, but Sabrina, it could have been much worse, and a big double play ball ended that inning.
It could have been, but I think that they responded pretty well after that first scored run. And they responded really well on the defensive side, which was also what Coach Dyer wanted them to do, not get, down about. a single run or anything like that, or even just an inning itself. Just keep playing, keep fighting, and play the game of baseball that they know how to play. So let's see if they can carry on some of that momentum in the top of the third. Sorry, guys, there was a bug by my face.
There's a lot of them out here. As first pitch to Dom Harris, the designated hitter today for the Wolves, is downstairs for ball one. Harris 273 on the season so far. He'll take a fastball right down Main Street for strike one. It's going to be Harris, Kearns, and Kazianko for the Wolves here in the second against Keeley, who still is working fairly quick here to these Wolf hitters. One misses outside, 2 balls and a strike. To the cleanup hitter for Desert Mountain. This one is just a bit low. And a bit of a head shake there from A.J. Keeley. He wanted that one. And the count moves to 3-1. And this one's skied into center field. And the wind will push it over towards right center. And Ben Strutt will make the catch. And 1 up, 1 down.
Second baseman, Leo Kearns.
It's going to bring in Leo Kearns, playing second base, and he was the guy who fielded that ground ball at second, stepped on the bag, and flipped it over to first for the unassisted double play. With the assist of the first baseman, of course. Kearns 318 on the year so far. Takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike one. And what do you think of that walk-up song, Sabrina?
I actually liked it. I think I'm just so intrigued to see the rest of the lineup, just all the walk-up songs, because they're all quite different. But I like that.
I've heard a little bit of everything. That one was more of a bit of a slower R&B type of song, and a swing and a miss here from Kearns. Wow, that was a sharp breaking ball from Keeley. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And yeah, that one was, as I was saying, R&B. Heard some country, heard some rap.
I think it's always interesting to hear with an athlete in general just what that walk-up song would be, whether it's baseball or anything. Just what's that walk-up song for them? Because everyone has their own thing. Some people like something a little bit slower. Some people like something a little bit faster. So I guess it just depends on the person.
I'm still thinking of my answer. I'll let you know when I come up with it. Might be the whole game, but we'll see. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the heater. That's going to be the second strikeout for Keeley in this one. 2 up, 2 down here in the second, and 5 straight to start the game. As we get to the left fielder, Drew Kazianko. And he's got Drake as his walk-up song. Second rap song we've heard today, so maybe third if I missed one. I think it might be third.
I think it was only second.
Second or third.
If I remember his first correct, it's the second one.
Takes a curveball in the dirt for ball one. Kazianko 255 on the year, played almost every game, and a swing and a miss from him here. 1 ball, 1 strike to the junior left fielder. Keeley working fast, 1-1 pitch. Misses on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. For another 1-2-3 inning. It's a swing and a miss on that curveball, and he's a strike away from doing so. 2-2 pitch. The curveball popped up. And making the catch with ease there, moving backward, Aaron Geenan. And another 1-2-3 inning recorded by A.J. Keeley. And we'll head to the top of the third inning here from Desert Mountain. 1-0 Horizon. Hey everyone, my name is Eric Castellan, and thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show. I am currently a senior at Arizona State University, attending the Walter Cronkite School of Mass Communications and Journalism. I'm originally from California, but I moved to Arizona because of all the sports that are available out here. And I can't wait to bring you all the high school sports that we cover, whether you're listening or watching. Stay tuned.
Thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show, where our mission is to empower education and enable dreams, creating an unmatched platform to showcase talent both in front of and behind the microphone in radio, television, podcast, and live streaming. The Varsity Sports Show, still your home for youth, high school, college, and you in Arizona and beyond.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Armistead. I'm from South Carolina but recently moved to Florida. I'm a sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism Program. I'm a former D1 athlete. I know what it takes to be an athlete, and I'm excited to showcase our incredible Wildcats here in Tucson on the Varsity Sports Show. Every week, I will be doing a Wildcat Insider to bring you news and inside stories on your Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show.
Back here for the top of the third inning from Desert Mountain. Horizon on top 1-0. And they brought 6 men to the plate last inning, so we're going to get the heart of the order here for the Huskies here in the third. It's going to be Geenan, Grenard, and Trahan against James Hunter, who's out there still after a huge second inning where he got out of it. The first pitch has popped up. And making the catch is Hoffmaster, and one pitch, one out to start this third inning. It's got to feel pretty good for Hunter after he has allowed the last 2 innings someone to reach right away.
Yeah, that's really true. But I was going to ask you, what have you been seeing so far as it comes to Desert Mountain, in the outfield? What do you want to see them do a little bit better? Or what do you think that they could do better, obviously, to get Horizon out a little bit faster?
I can't really say too much to it. Most of the hits have been really hard hit and nothing really defensively wise besides that bunt play that was very perfectly executed. They're just being out fundamentaled, essentially. That's all I can say. This one is a called strike to Andrew Grenard. And it's quickly 1 ball, 1 strike. Hunter must have picked up from Keeley that working fast must mean something good here, because he's doing the same. And he misses with a high fastball. 2-1. To the senior shortstop for Horizon. 2-1 is ripped down the right field line for a fair ball. Grenard turns on the speed. He's headed for second. And a quick throw in, not in time to get him. And it's going to be a 1-out double for the shortstop for Horizon. And he's in scoring position with 1 away. And going back to my point, you can't really do much about hard hit balls like that. That's just more Horizon doing their job and just hitting the ball. It's basically what they're supposed to do. Nothing the first baseman can do about that one. So Grenard's at second. Ethan Trahan, the right fielder, grounded out his last time. He'll dig in here. Hunter looks back towards second. First pitch, very high. Forces a bit of a stand-up there from Zach Durbin. 1 ball, no strikes. Something else we haven't really noticed either. Fans have really picked up here in the last half hour or so.
That's true. Originally, we were talking about it, too. We didn't think any of the fans would decide to sit next to us.
Yeah, this one's popped up into center field. Wind's got a hold of this one, too. And a little bit of trouble with the sun. And as a result of that, Grenard moves to third on the fly ball. So he's 90 feet away with 2 away. Adam Gorin kind of had his hands out for a second, didn't know if he can see it or not, so the sun must be playing some sort of factor. So we're going to get Quentin Hennessy back to the plate. He singled to lead off the second, and a hit here will bring across Horizon's second run. And a first pitch breaking ball is in there for strike 1. Hunter back into the windup. Seems where it's where he's more comfortable. And the 0-1 is up and in like a breaking ball that didn't break at all. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'll bring it up again. The hat, still good. Still hasn't fallen off, so I'm very surprised at that. A huge swing and a miss there from Hennessy. And Hunter a strike away from keeping this Horizon offense off the board here in the third. Comes a 1-2. A breaking ball in the dirt, and a good block there from Durbin to hold Grenard over at third. A very sharp curveball that was spiked by Hunter, and it counts now 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the third. Another one that is poked towards third, and it hits the lip of the grass and goes under the glove of Matt Alexander. That's the second time that Hennessy's poked one that way. And an RBI single for him will put the Huskies up 2-0. I've had that happen to me, Sabrina, hitting the lip of the grass. He pointed, you don't know if you saw it, he pointed right at it afterward. It's a horrible feeling because it's a little bit higher than the dirt, so if that ball hits it.
Oh, so it's like when you bounce technically, like one of those bounce. You know the little bouncy balls you used to get like a
Yeah,
restaurant
pretty
and everything,
much.
and you bounce it in like the crack and it kind of hits it, and it goes
The opposite way.
Yep.
It's essentially like that. It
That's
causes the spin to change, and it didn't hop like it
Typically
was
would.
supposed to. Yeah. If it hits the dirt, it's practice that all the time. It's a one hop right into the glove, and Alexander was not anticipating it to hit the lip, and Starbuck gets a single as a result. And the first pitch to Zach Haas is swung on and missed for strike one. Hennessy at first again.
And the key now for Desert Mountain is you don't want to let Hennessy obviously make it around the diamond and get back home.
He stole a base last time. And a foul off here. Just missed the helmet of Durbin there, off his chest protector, and he seems no worse for the wear. And Haas is down 0-2. They're going to keep it at 2-0 after the RBI single from Hennessy. Another pickoff attempt here, and he dives back in safely. Hunter really worried about keeping that runner at first to avoid him getting in a scoring position, as you said, and coming around to score. 0-2. Grounded is short. Starbuck fields, and he'll throw to first in plenty of time to retire the side. Horizon scratches across another one on an unfortunate bounce there, right past the third baseman, and we head to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Horizon.
Hello, my name is Dominic Hernandez and I am currently working at the Varsity Sports Show. I am a senior at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications at Arizona State University. I will be working various jobs from working the camera to doing play-by-play of games. I can't wait to see what unique stories there will be in this upcoming high school sports season and be able to cover all the different sports that every high school has to offer.
Founder-level sponsors, the Kristen Graziano Group with HomeSmart Elite, are proud to be Saguaro alumni, community advocates, and your hometown realtors. The Kristen Graziano Group is ranked in the top 1.5% of real estate teams nationally, and your top-selling team right here in SaberCat territory. The Kristen Graziano Group can currently be seen on the Emmy-nominated TV show Selling the Valley of the Sun. When you're ready to buy, sell, or want to know the value of your home, reach out to the group that knows the neighborhood, the Kristen Graziano Group.
We're back for the bottom of the third here at Desert Mountain High School. Horizon adds another one in the actually in the top half. I was about to say the top half of the second, but it's the third. This game's moving kind of fast here, Sabrina.
It is, but let's look at both teams right now. So if we look at Desert Mountain, obviously Desert Mountain, for the most part, outside of the the two scored runs, doing a pretty good job at maintaining a good Horizon team. Now the question is, how do they get? They're kind of getting the dice rolling a little bit better in the outfield and everything on the defensive side of the field. How are they going to be able to score runs now? What do they need to do to be able to get around the diamond and score some runs?
Start hitting the ball, putting it more in play. And a swing like that by James Hunter, just swinging through the fastball from Keeley. It's 1-1 after he took a first pitch breaking ball. And Hunter shoots this one into center field, coming on strong, but not going to get there in time. As the center fielder, Ben Strutt, it's a leadoff single for the Desert Mountain pitcher, and he's doing his best to help himself out.
And that's a good way to start the bottom of the inning for Desert Mountain.
He's helping himself out in a big way. He's getting on base. And Hunter reaches. Lance Samuels will be the pinch runner for Hunter, who's on the mound, so he gets a courtesy runner, and he gets a big round of applause from his dugout there as they all go to greet him, and they tally the first hit of the game for the Wolves here.
And just real quick, back to the walk-up songs, I was really going to say, I wonder how many times we're going to hear Drake in the walk-up songs, especially, with, It's a Blur tour coming up and everything. So the count is right now 2.
2, maybe 3 unless I missed one, but yeah, 2. And then Hunters was a country song, so we're at 2 country songs now. So glad we're keeping tally of that. But that's like the 4th rap song, so rap is clearly popular at the school, at least amongst this team. And going back to last game I did here, and there was quite a few rap ones I heard as well from some of the guys who aren't in the lineup today. Matt Alexander is the batter here, and he'll take a strike on the outside corner, and he's down 0-2 very quickly. Alexander, 258 on the year, 21 games played, one of the team leaders in games played. He plays a lot. And the number 8 hitter looking to keep it going here. 0-2. This one's up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Samuels will stop at second. Bit of trouble out there by Strutt, and he'll keep it in front of him to hold both runners where they are, and it's first and second, no one out. And to your point, Sabrina, they're doing exactly what they should be doing to get back in this game.
They're doing like the little things, kind of. They're not, I feel like in a way they've slowed down, not complicated as much, at bat. And that's what's getting them on these bases right now.
We're going to get the number 9 hitter, Quentin Starbuck, no relation to the billion-dollar corporation, for any of those wondering. Must have a heck of a time when he goes into a Starbucks, though. So, do you think he goes up to different Starbucks locations, says, hey, guess what my last name is?
I don't know.
That'd be pretty interesting.
That would.
Pretty sure you must get that a lot of the time around school, so he's playing shortstop today. He's got 2 on with nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd, and it's brought this Desert Mountain dugout to life, Sabrina, much like Horizons.
No, and on the point of the dugouts and everything, I feel like when we first started, they were both pretty energized, but Horizon's dugout was, a different type of energy, and now 2 runners on base is going to do it for Desert Mountain. And they're hoping that momentum, too, also helps them, their teammates, obviously, on those bases, make it home.
Starbuck showing bunt, he'll pop it up foul. As we saw the entire defense for Horizon converge and gets a yell of appraisal from the coach there. And again, Horizon doing the little things. Converging very well on that bunt attempt. Starbuck looking to get both these guys into scoring position. We're gonna get another defensive play here from the Husky defense. Snowballs and a strike to the, probably not the coffee-loving shortstop. 196 on the year. They're gonna do a pickoff move here and almost threw it into center field, did Keeley. And if my eyes don't deceive me, Sabrina, it looks like they're gonna try a wheel play here. I can kind of see the second baseman moving back that way, and I see the shortstop running towards third base. They might be trying to wheel it to get the force out at third. Let's see if it happens. I might just be seeing things. This one's laid down well to back to the pitcher, Keeley. And it's dropped at first by Geenan, and this is going to allow a run to come across to score.
And that Desert Mountain dugout is vibrant right now. Very hyped up for that first point on the scoreboard.
And they've come alive, that's for sure. And it was a very well executed sacrifice bunt, and just a bit of an unfortunate miscatch there by the first baseman, Geenan. And we get back to the top of the order, Brendan Resch. And suddenly a chance to give Desert Mountain the lead. You're not going to give Starbuck the credit for the RBI, but a heck of a job getting the bunt down anyway. And Resch with an opportunity to give the Wolves the lead here, or rather tie the game. A curveball in the dirt for ball 1. The score now 2-1 Horizon. After Starbucks. See, I just said Starbucks. When you add the apostrophe S, it's literally Starbucks. So if someone were to say something's his, oh man, they're going to have a fun time. 1-0 pitch is fouled. straight back and into this abyss behind us. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A little bit closer to the houses than the other foul balls tended to be. I always have an interesting question because there's a road right next to us. Imagine you're driving and then all of a sudden your windshield gets hit by a foul ball. What would you do in that moment?
There's a lot I wouldn't do, that's for sure. I wouldn't be able to really see it if I'm driving. This one's a fastball in there for strike 2. And to combat your point there, you ever been to Thunderbird High School?
Yes.
That one's worse.
Actually, ironically, there was a moment I think I was doing commentary actually, or I was either doing commentary or one of the cameras, and I remember. No, it was one of the cameras. Actually, a foul ball almost did hit a car, and it was during traffic time too.
Yeah, I think every time I've been there, I've done it a couple times on the call, both color and play-by-play. I always bring it up because it's always a fun point because they have the netting there to protect it, and sometimes it's gone up so much that the net's just ripped and it just goes through it. And we're going to get a pick here, and it gets by the first baseman, Geenan, on a throw back to first. This is going to allow Alexander to score, and it's going to allow Starbuck to get all the way to third. And putting pressure on Keeley seems to be doing wonders here as Desert Mountain's now tied it at 2. Second error of the inning. This one charged to the pitcher, getting him to throw it at first. And I think we found out Desert Mountain's strategy. They're just trying to put the pressure on and force them to make mistakes. And that dugout is even more alive than it was when that first run came across.
They have like a little chant going on and everything.
Yeah, they sure do. It's very much a brotherhood in there. And now Resch with a chance to give him the lead here on 1-2. He's going to take a fastball on the inside corner for the first out. Big punch out there for Keeley, his 3rd of the game. And still 1 more big out to get. At least 2 outs to get for sure, but 1 is a big one to get with that runner 90 feet away. Kevin Hoffmaster, the first baseman, will stand in here. Two errors in this inning, 1 on the first baseman, Geenan, 1 on Keeley to help score a couple runs. In the first pitch to Hoffmaster is a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. And the pressure's on here to keep this game tied now if you're Horizon. Infield playing in for the most part. Shortstop playing back halfway. And Hoffmaster swings and misses at a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is swung on and missed. And Hoffmaster's behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And if you're Hoffmaster, you just got to put this one in play and hope something good happens. With Starbuck 90 feet away at third base, and he's got good speed. 1-2. Another breaking ball in the dirt. And it pushes the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the Desert Mountain first baseman. Looking to drive in the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 3rd. And 2-2 is swung on and missed in the dirt. Blocked, and the throw to first is in time. And it's a strikeout and a 2-3 on the putout. It's going to be the 2nd out for Horizon. That was a big 2nd out, Sabrina.
Yes, but they do still have a runner on 3rd, so let's see if maybe they can bring him home and, take that lead. Like we said earlier, there's a lot of baseball still left.
There is a lot of baseball still left. It's only the bottom of the 3rd.
And it only takes 1 inning.
It only takes 1 inning. You're right, 100%. And the first pitch to Adam Gorin, the center fielder, is off the plate for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. With Starbuck still 90 feet away at 3rd. 2 runs have already come across in the inning to tie the game. And A.J. Keeley looking to keep it that way at 2-2. He's gotten 2 big punch-outs. And this one's into left center field. Falling fast, and it's in front of Strutt for a base hit. It's going to score Starbuck from third, and Desert Mountain's taking the lead back. It's 3-2.
And that's their first lead of this whole game. And again, the chance.
They're having a great time out there in the dugout. Makes me miss playing baseball a little bit, but still a good day to be out here to watch some quality baseball, and we've seen a lot of it so far. It's 3-2 Desert Mountain now with 2 away still in the bottom of the third. Keeley looking to keep it from getting any larger. Dom Harris, the DH, is in. Take a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. So credit Adam Gorin with that RBI. The first run batted into the game with the other 2 coming across on errors. And Keeley will throw over to first to check on him. Nothing doing. Harris flew out his last time. And the throw to second here on a stolen base attempt is not in time. So Gorin swipes second. He's in scoring position. Had a great jump. And he chose a good pitch to go on. That was a breaking ball off the plate. And the count moves to 1 ball, 1 strike. And now Harris has a runner in scoring position. And 2 outs, but he's down 0-2. As they actually changed that to a strike. 0-2 pitch. This one's hit hard to second. Bit of a tough time fielding it.
And he's going to try to make it
And
home.
runners coming around third trying to score. And on the tag, he got him. Gorin tried to slip the hand under there, couldn't do it.
Horizon stops that lead from getting to 4-2.
Stopped the lead from growing, yeah, indeed. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. Desert Mountain's taking the lead. It's 3-2 Wolves.
Sports, sports, sports. Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Mondaka, and it's a pleasure of mine to be a part of the Varsity Sports Show this spring. I'm a current undergraduate student studying at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I'm still unsure of what exactly I want to pursue in sports journalism. However, I hope to learn and advance my knowledge under the Varsity Sports Show and create great memories with you. Let's make this a great year and let's strive for greatness.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Armistead. I'm from South Carolina but recently moved to Florida. I'm a sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism program.
And we're back for the top of the 4th inning, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Wolves here. It's going to be the senior Randy Dominguez. It's got a, if you're watching Spring, he's got a bit of a funky delivery. Bit of a sidearm. You'll see, if you didn't get to see it, you'll see it.
We'll see how it works at the top of this 4th inning.
See how it works to this Horizon lineup.
And we'll see if Horizon can, get that momentum back at bat that they've been having for the majority of the game. Down 1 run basically, still. Not that much, but still down something. So let's see if, they can get that momentum back and, regain that lead.
Dominguez coming into today with a 4.4 ERA. And the first pitch from him is a bit of a spiked fastball there. 1 ball, no strikes to Andrew Bernstein, the catcher for Horizon, who singled home a run in the 2nd. Actually drove home the first run of the game for the Huskies, as they now trail by 1, 3-2. This one's in there, and it's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. It's going to be Bernstein, Strutt, and then the top of the order with Collins Sr. here in the 4th inning. we're getting closer and closer to the halfway point of this game. 1-1 pitch. Jammed him a bit, and it's chopped foul towards the third base coach and also the head coach, Paul Povorowski there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Andrew Bernstein. Dominguez looking to pick up where Hunter left off. 1-2 is skied into left center field. Gorin ranging to his right, and he'll make the catch. And 1 up, 1 down here in the 4th. And the wind has died down a little bit since we last talked about it, Sabrina, so that no problems there.
It really has. Actually, I like the little breeze that we have now because the wind a little bit earlier, love it when it's kind of hot, but when you have your hair down, it's just not the greatest thing, especially if you have longer hair.
And as soon as we say that,
And
it
it
comes
goes
back
back.
a little bit, yeah. Ben Strutt stands in now, showing bunt. He lays it down right in front of Durbin. Bit of a tough time with it there, and it's going to result in a base hit.
And again, those fundamentals, that's what Horizon has stuck to this entire game, and that's what kept them having the lead for all the way up until that bottom of the 3rd.
They're actually going to roll that an error on Durbin there, so it's not a hit. Second error of the game for the Wolves, and the number 9 hitter reaches for Collins Sr. as we go back to the top of the order for the Huskies. And a breaking ball just above the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. And Senior's 2 for 2, 2 singles to his credit in the 1st and the 2nd inning, so he's looking to stay perfect to start this one. One 0 pitch. Grounded towards 3rd and under the glove of Alexander for a base hit. Staying at 2nd is Strutt on the hard hit single. And another one that just couldn't get into the glove of Alexander. Bit of a tough play nonetheless, and a single there will put runners at 1st and 2nd with still only 1 out. As A.J. Keeley, the pitcher, and you know, he'd love to make up for his error that he had last inning. Gave the Wolves a run, and you gotta think that's in his head, and that error, he's gonna try to get his team back to make up for his mistake.
Yeah, but then it goes, how much do you actually continue to focus on that error, and then how much do you have to actually let go? Because in a way, yes, you do have to keep it in the back of your mind, but you can't just dwell on it, because if you do, then it's just going to affect the rest of his game.
He'll sky this one into center field. Throws the bat in disgust. Gorin makes the catch, and tagging for 3rd, and getting there is Ben Strutt. So he'll advance to 3rd base, and he's only 90 feet away here. With 2 away now in the inning, a big out for the Wolf defense. It's going to be back to Aaron Geenan, one of the other guys who made a costly error in the last inning on a missed catch that he should have had at 1st base. And the tying run's 90 feet away here. And he'll shoot this into right center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Heading for 3rd is Senior. The throw there is not in time. And getting into 2nd, unsuspectingly, is Aaron Geenan on the RBI single. And we're tied at 3. It was a big hit there for Horizon, Sabrina.
No, yeah, big hit, big play. Sorry, I was drinking water. I was waiting for you to actually toss it back. I was like, let me actually get the water. But no, anyways, back to the game. Yes, very big hit. Obviously, big play in general. Ties the game up, and we have a runner already on 3rd. We have 1 on 2nd. It gives Horizon, obviously, that great opportunity, to score and, take back control of this game.
They got 2 more runners in scoring position here with 2 outs As Andrew Grennert will be the batter here. He doubled his last time, flew out in the first, so 1 for 2.
Again, for Desert Mountain, though, you can't think of those previous plays. Yes, you do keep them in the back of your mind, but you have to obviously move forward from them as they try to get this last out to bring it to the top of the fourth, or to the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, and credit Geenan too. He moved up to second on that throw to third, and Alexander kind of kept the tag down for a bit too long, and didn't really look up to see Geenan going to second. Could have had him, and instead it's now 2 in scoring position for the left-handed hitting shortstop. And he's ahead 1 ball, no strikes. And this one's low for ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. And the lefty-lefty matchup here, always tough, regardless of the level, especially in high school. 2-0 pitch. Ends up hitting him in the back, and he'll head to first. No damage done yet. They had an open base at first, so this is just going to load the bases for Ethan Trahan, the right fielder. And now he's got an opportunity to really do some damage. He's 0 for 2 in this one so far, ground out and a fly out, so a hit here puts him not only on the board, but it puts his team in front. First pitch is a breaking ball off the plate from Dominguez. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Senior at third, Geenan at second, Grennert at first, with Ethan Trahan on the plate, and we're going to get another visit here from the pitching coach. So they're going to look to reconvene here.
And again, back to you as my baseball expert. What would you say Horizon needs to do right now, to obviously get that third out?
Well, you're talking about Desert Mountain getting that third
Oh,
out?
yes, that's what I meant. My apologies.
All
everyone.
good. You can't be too weary of your defense. Your defense hasn't made that many mistakes, so just trying to induce weak contact, trying to really pitch to contact. Can't leave anything over the middle, obviously. So it's going to be interesting to see here. I think they're actually going with a pitching change. So even with the pitching change, it's only 1 ball, no strikes. So you can still get back in the count and try to, just like I said, induce weak contact, or you can go for the strikeout, but it might be easier just let your defense play defense. So it will be interesting to see here what Desert Mountain does. Is going to be the
And we have more Drake playing right now. I actually really do enjoy this Drake song, though.
Yeah. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit, too. It's Lucas Geisler on the mound in relief of Randy Dominguez, who started the inning and he couldn't get out of it. He ended up loading the bases and ended up giving up a run to tie the game. So Geisler, 4.52 ERA coming into today, 9th appearance for him as well. And Coach Dyer turning to one of his more experienced pitchers to try to get out of this jam here. The left-handed hitting Trahan is 0 for 2 so far, as we said. And more Drake, Sabrina. I don't know if you noticed that, but this is not a walk-up song, but it's still Drake, so
No,
I don't know if you're keeping tally.
More Drake. Love over. Just dreading those tickets. Those tickets are so expensive for It's a Blur tour. Nosebleeds at about $500.
You're not wrong. Much like Taylor Swift, it's just going to be expensive.
Floor seats were like $1,300, I think. And just not.
That's more than a month's rent right there. Man, so
especially as college students too.
Oh yeah, 100%. Gonna get a bit of a mound visit here from Durbin and his new pitcher. So Geisler will enter with a 1 ball, no strike count. And the bases are juiced here, and a hit likely produces 2 runs and puts the Huskies back on top. 1-0 pitch. And a fastball that misses high. 2 balls, no strikes. Both dugouts are on the railing and ready to go. They're both fired up for this one. And a pressure-filled spot here. 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And a 2-1 to Trahan. Misses high, and it's now 3 balls and a strike. To the Horizon right fielder, nowhere to put him. And Geisler behind in a 3-ball count. Shakes off one sign, he gets another one. Here comes the 3-1. In the dirt for ball 4. It forces home a run, and Horizon takes the lead right back. It's 4-3.
That has to feel good for Horizon. You know, it was a little bit of a struggle in that bottom of that third inning, but again, they're finding a way to retake this game over on top of the 4th.
So now it's Quentin Hennessy standing in again. He's got 2 singles, both to the third baseman, and both kind of off the end of the bat per se. After that fastball high, it's 1 ball, no strikes. Comes a 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2, and Geisler trying to be too picky with the corners there. When he's falling behind these hitters, both of the hitters he's faced. And now Hennessy in a very friendly 2-0 count. And a breaking ball comes back across the zone. 2 balls and a strike to the Horizon left fielder. And as we said, 2 for 2. He's got an RBI. He's got a prime opportunity to add to that RBI total here. 2-1 pitch. Misses high. 3 balls and a strike. Bit of a low throw there from Durbin, and the home infield converged just in case. Didn't want another run to come across. But Hennessy's in the driver's seat here. It's 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch from Geisler. In there at the bottom of the zone, and it's a full count, 3-2. Bit of a delayed call there. Hennessy almost dropped the bat and headed to first, and that's probably what drew the strike call. Kind of gave up on it too soon, and now a full count. And the runners will get a head start here with 2 away. Chance to really lead to more runs scoring. This one's fouled off. Not over our heads, but over to our right.
The only place that it hasn't fouled out yet all game until just now.
They're pretty much gone everywhere. Behind home plate and over into the
To the left, to the right.
over third base, over first base. And we're going to get time called here and another visit. And the Horizon dugout, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can sure as heck try to translate in a very friendly way what they're trying to say. They're basically almost trying to give Desert Mountain a bunch of smack talk, essentially, for all these mound visits, and I'm quite surprised at all the mound visits, too.
And that energy is, I feel like in this entire ball game, you know, just keeps switching from dugout to dugout. Honestly, it's not like it's been maintained by both teams the entire time, as we see some ball teams obviously do.
Seems like both teams are in this game now after a bit of a slow start for Desert Mountain. Horizon's been in it since first pitch, and now both are in it, and now a big 3-2 pitch, second time around this time. Runner's still getting a head start. Here comes the 3-2 again. In the dirt for ball 4. Another run comes across on another base on balls. It's 5-3 Horizon, and both runners since Geisler came in have come across on ball 4. So as soon as I was saying let your defense play defense. He's walked in both the runs and not let his defense try to make a play. So it gets to Zach Haas, the DH, and this one's fouled straight back behind home plate. And might be into that abyss as we talked about earlier too. It's strike one. So it'd move everybody up a base. Hennessy gets an RBI on the walk. His second RBI of the game. Puts Grenard at third, Trahan at second, and Hennessy is at first. Haas is 1 for 2. Grounded out his last time. Singled back in the second. So he's been on base once already. And Geisler ahead 0-1. Here's the pitch. In there, and very quickly he's in the driver's seat here, 0-2. Trying to strand the bases loaded and keep the damage at 3 runs and not let it get out of hand. 0-2. That breaking ball's hit towards right center field. Resch on the run to his right. Then he'll make the catch to end the threat there and keep it at a 3-run inning for the Huskies, who, as we head to the bottom of the 4th, halfway home, it's 5-3 Horizon.
Thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show, where our mission is to empower education and enable dreams, creating an unmatched platform to showcase talent both in front of and behind the microphone in radio, television, podcast, and live streaming. The Varsity Sports Show, still your home for youth, high school, college, and you in Arizona and beyond.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Armistead. I'm from South Carolina but recently moved to Florida. I'm a sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism Program. I'm a former D1 athlete. I know what it takes to be an athlete, and I'm excited to showcase our incredible Wildcats here in Tucson on the Varsity Sports Show. Every week I will be doing a Wildcat Insider to bring you news and inside stories on your Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show.
Back for the bottom of the 4th inning here from Desert Mountain High School. And Horizon just put across 3 runs of their own after the Wolves got 3 in the 3rd, so a bit of a couple of haymakers from both of these teams.
Yeah, we'll see how, my bad,
very good.
How Desert Mountain responds, obviously, from that top of the 4th inning. We've seen that, it only takes an inning to get it going. Not even a full inning at that. So we'll see if Desert Mountain can keep, that momentum. And we hear their dugout loud as ever.
You can hear both dugouts very clearly. At least we can. The first pitch to Leo Kearns, second baseman for the Wolves, is fouled off to the left for strike one. It's going to be Kearns, Kazianko, and James Hunter. If Hunter's still in the game, well, that will remain to be seen. And Kearns swings and misses, and he's quickly down 0-2 to A.J. Keeley, who's still working very quickly, and he gets a big swing and a miss on the curveball there. Kearns down on 3 pitches, and a good start to the inning for Keeley. 1 up, 1 down. So Drew Kazianko will dig back in now. Popped out to first his last time to in the 2nd inning. He's going to take a fastball off the plate here, just a little low, ball 1. It's actually Lucas Geisler who's in the on-deck circle, so it is the pitcher spot. Hunter's day is done as Keeley fires a fastball over the outside corner for strike 1. Still working very quickly. And a good breaking ball. Gets a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Drew Kazianko. Try to go for it again and able to lay off this time to even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's giving really no one a chance to breathe over there. 2-2 pitch. Pop straight up on the infield. Shortstop Grenert will call off everyone else to make the catch. And 2 up, 2 down. here in the bottom of the fourth. So now Lucas Geisler will be the hitter here with 2 outs and the base is empty. And that's an alternative rock song as the walk-up. First time we've heard a rock song today as a walk-up song. This one's taken in the dirt for ball 1. This one's off the plate, just off the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch spiked in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes to the Desert Mountain pitcher. Again, 143 on the year so far. A small sample size, nonetheless. Keeley will fire one in there, 3-1. Matt Alexander on deck for the Wolves. And this one's fouled behind home plate again. And all of a sudden from 3-0 to 3-2 here with 2 away. And that one might have ended up in the church behind us, Sabrina.
I was honestly trying to follow it, but then the sun kind of blinded me too, so I was just like.
Payoff pitch. Check swing, pop up.
Oh.
Right behind home plate and dropped by Bernstein, the catcher. Bit of a hard time seeing that, and that was a...
I'm telling you, the sun right now, it's kind of going down a little bit, so...
Might have caused a bit of issues there, and that was a bit of an excuse me type of motion from both of them, as the check swing from Geisler and then a bit of a in and out of the glove from Bernstein, and as a result of that dropped error behind the plate, Geisler reaches on the walk.
Now batting number 2, third baseman Matt Alexander.
So Lance Samuels will be back out to pinch run for the pitcher spot as Geisler will trot back into the dugout. As we hear more Drake from Matt Alexander, who doesn't count as a new song. He walked up to Drake his last time, so. And he singled back in the 3rd inning, in that inning that Desert Mountain got all their runs last inning. And the first pitch to Alexander is inside, almost got him, ball 1. The wind's starting to pick up yet again. It's been on and off for pretty much the entire game. 1-0 pitch. This one's popped up as well. Looks like Keeley's gonna take it himself, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. And we'll head to the top of the 5th inning here from Desert Mountain. No answer from the Wolves there. It's still 5-3 Huskies.
Hello, my name is Dominic Hernandez and I am currently working at the Varsity Sports Show. I am a senior at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications at Arizona State University. I will be working various jobs from working the camera to doing play-by-play of games. I can't wait to see what unique stories there will be in this upcoming high school sports season and be able to cover all the different sports that every high school has to offer.
Founder-level sponsors, the Kristen Graziano Group with HomeSmart Elite, are proud to be Saguaro alumni, community advocates, and your hometown realtors. The Kristen Graziano Group is ranked in the top 1.5% of real estate teams nationally, and your top-selling team right here in SaberCat territory. The Kristen Graziano Group can currently be seen on the Emmy-nominated TV show Selling the Valley of the Sun. When you're ready to buy, sell, or want to know the value of your home, reach out to the group that knows the neighborhood, the Kristen Graziano Group.
We're back for the top of the 5th inning here from Desert Mountain High School. It's 5-3 Horizon. And 9 men came to the plate for the Huskies in the 4th. So that means we're going to get the same 3 to start off this inning as we did last inning. Bernstein, Strutt, and Collins Sr. with Geisler still out there on the mound.
Yeah, in the past couple innings, is it just me? Well, obviously it's not just me. They were a bit longer, so let's see how... Obviously, bottom of the 4th was a little bit shorter in comparison to the top of the 4th and bottom of the 3rd. So let's see. Maybe we might have a longer inning this top of the 5th.
We'll see.
But for obviously Desert Mountain, I'm pretty sure they want to keep it as short and sweet as possible.
Oh, they definitely do. They trailing by 2 still, so like to keep it right where it is to give themselves a chance. The more runs they give up here, the harder it's going to be to come back. It's 8-9-1 due up for Horizon. As Andrew Bernstein, the catcher, leads it off here against Geisler, and he'll take a curveball above the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 pitch is grounded towards second. Kearns fields, and he'll throw to first in time. And a good start for Geisler this time around. 1 up, 1 down to start the 5th. It's going to bring the center fielder Ben Strutt. Let's bring the center fielder Ben Strutt to the plate here. He's reached on an error his last time and laid down a good sacrifice bunt his first time. So 0 for 1 so far in this one. First pitch from Geisler, and he shows bunt again. This one's right at the first baseman. And Hoffmaster will just take this to the bag with ease there. 2 up, 2 down rather quickly. And so they must have heard you, Sabrina, because they're pretty quick.
2 quick outs. But that's the game that they had to play again for Desert Mountain. Get the outs quick, get back at bat, get some runs, get some points on the board. Sounds like a game plan for them.
Sounds like that's exactly what they're trying to do here. Try to get out as quickly as possible. Collins Sr., the leadoff man for the Huskies, back at the plate. He's 3 for 3. And he scored a run in the last inning. He'll foul a fastball straight back off of the catcher, Durbin, and he's all right after he gets questioned by the home plate umpire a bit. No balls, 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1 from Geisler. Hit hard, but foul. Well up the right field line. That one was hit rather hard for a foul ball. Had that been a little bit higher, might have taken some heads off in that dugout, which is still very lively, we must add. So Geisler quickly ahead 0-2. And the 0-2 is on the outside corner for strike 3, and he works a 1-2-3 5th.
They had to have heard me.
And they had to have heard you, because that's exactly what they needed, and you know what? Let's just say they did hear you.
We're going to say that.
We're going to say that. As we head to the bottom of the 5th here at Desert Mountain, the Wolves trail the Huskies 5-3.
Sports, sports, sports. Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Mundaka, and it's a pleasure of mine to be a part of the Varsity Sports Show this spring. I'm a current undergraduate student studying at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I'm still unsure of what exactly I want to pursue in sports journalism. However, I hope to learn and advance my knowledge under the Varsity Sports Show and create great memories with you. Let's make this a great year and let's strive for greatness.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning with Horizon on top 5-3 as they look to keep the Wolves behind. It's going to be 9-1-2 for Desert Mountain here in the bottom of the 5th, and I'm going to keep saying this every time he comes up, but it's hopefully the coffee-loving shortstop Quentin Starbuck. Be very ironic if he doesn't enjoy at least some kind of coffee.
I was going to say, it would be very ironic. Not necessarily coffee. We're going to say anything from Starbucks, because I'm not the biggest fan of coffee, but I do like matcha. Or their refreshers are really good, too.
It's a fair point. First pitch to him is skied into shallow center field. And Ben Strutt comes in to make the catch right in front of him. And 1 up, 1 down to start this bottom of the 5th for AJ Keeley, who's still out there for the Huskies. And really just an unfortunate inning has been the only blemish on his resume so far in this one. It was a couple errors by his defense, including one by himself, that really caused those runs to score. So it shows that when that him and his team are on, they're actually doing the right thing defensively. And it's the mistakes that have really cost them these runs. As the first pitch to Resch is in the dirt for ball one, and it's quickly Keeley back in his motion. He'll throw a fastball inside, and 2 balls, no strikes. Resch 0 for 2 with a strikeout his last time and a ground out in the first inning to lead off for the Wolves. He'll hit this one right to the second baseman. A bit of an unfortunate turn of events there. Senior didn't really have to move to make that catch. And very quickly, much like the top half, 2 up, 2 down to start to start the bottom half of this 5th inning.
And it's shaping out to be a pretty quick 5th inning. But let's see if Desert Mountain, maybe they can get a good base hit.
Try to start another rally. It's going to be Kevin Hoffmaster, the first baseman. With 2 away, he'll take a fastball right down Main Street for strike 1. Hoffmaster struck out last time and struck out in the first, so 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Looking to put the ball in play this time around, and he's takes that one in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 pitch. Off the plate, 2 balls, 1 strike to the Wolves' first baseman. Tying run still in the on-deck circle, needs to get on any way he can. 2-1. And a curveball catches the top of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Much to the chagrin of the Desert Mountain dugout. One person's loss, another one's gain, as Horizon was very thrilled with that one. And 2-2 is hit down the right field line, headed towards the corner, and it's going to trickle out of play, just out of reach of the fence line there. So it stays 2-2. That one, we lose another baseball to the abyss, I like to say. So I wonder if anybody has to go out there and actually try to find all these.
I was really actually going to ask, so they just keep buying baseballs? Or, obviously in certain senses, they can't go get all the baseballs, but for the most part, the ones just that fly right behind us just barely. I wonder if someone does have to go retrieve them, or if, some new people just got some new baseballs.
Question that won't be answered by us right now, at least for the moment. This one's going to be taken below the zone, and the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, with Adam Gorin, the center fielder, on deck. 3-2 from Keeley. In the air to left center field. That ball's got some carry to it, and it's going to be gone. Man, the wind really got a hold of that one. It's a home run for Hoffmaster, and Desert Mountain cuts the lead to 5-4. They only trail by 1 here in the 5th.
And they needed that. We thought it was going to be, or at least I thought it was possibly going to be a quick bottom of the 5th, but nope. We got 1 up and away.
Off the bat, I knew it sounded like a hard hit.
It sounded pretty good.
And both the outfielders kind of looked up and gave up on it. So, big celebration from the dugout there. They love it. They're only down by 1. And the wind, like I said, we can feel the wind, we can hear it. And you can see that it got a hold of that baseball and just carried it out to left center field. And Adam Gorin stands in now, has the tying run. He'll take a ball off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Now this one's in the air to left field. Quentin Hennessy will make the catch and not have that one go over his head, and that will end the inning here in the 5th. And we'll head to the 6th inning. Desert Mountain gets a huge home run to cut the lead, but still Horizon on top, 5-4.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Armistead. I'm from South Carolina but recently moved to Florida. I'm a sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism program. I'm a former D1 athlete. I know what it takes to be an athlete, and I'm excited to showcase our incredible Wildcats here in Tucson on the Varsity Sports Show. Every week I will be doing a Wildcat Insider to bring you news and inside stories on your Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show.
It's game time, and we're here to win. Hi, I'm Sabrina Giles. I'm a senior at ASU and studying at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications, with my major being sports journalism. I'm excited to announce that this spring I will be working with the Varsity Sports Show to bring you any and all things sports. From commentary to broadcast, I'll be working to cover your favorite teams and make my mark on the world of sports journalism.
Chris Scott of REMAX is Central Oregon's best realtor for anyone thinking of a vacation home or relocation. He's our very own born and raised Phoenician who moved his family to Central Oregon nearly 15 years ago. Contact Chris if you're thinking of exploring beautiful Central Oregon. It truly is living at its best. 541-999-5614. Proud partner of the Varsity Sports Shows, it's Dylan.
Oh, 2 pitch. Misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One 2 pitch from Geisler. Spiked in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Try to overthrow that fastball a bit and make sure it throws it hard. We've seen it a lot. That one might try to throw a little too hard. And sometimes that happens when you're trying to blow somebody away. That wasn't me, but I know from experience batting-wise. 2-2 pitch. Pops straight up. Matt Alexander calls everybody off. And he'll make the catch just in front of the grass there for the first out. I will tell you from experience also that those pop-ups that hang up there for a good 3-4 seconds, maybe even longer, they're not fun. Especially with it when it's windy like this, that ball just it moves around so much up there.
I feel like it's so much anticipation because it's just like you're waiting for it to come down because it's like it pauses for a good second, and then with it windy too, and the sun coming down, can make for an interesting catch.
I know you get a little anxious because you don't know, especially who's around you or where you're at. You don't want to trip on the base or anything. Keenan takes a strike and it's 0-1. He'll take one below the zone here. 1 ball, 1 strike. First pitch was a curveball, and then Geisler follows it up with a fastball that just misses. 1-1 pitch to the horizon. First baseman is a curveball that's in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. And since that bottom of the 3rd and top of the 4th, it's been a rather quick last couple innings. And we're going to get a mound visit here from Zach Durbin, who's going to talk it over with Geisler, maybe changing up the approach here, maybe. Whatever approach it is, it seems to be working. So I don't know what they could quite be talking about changing. Now we're back and we're ready for a 2-1 pitch. Fastball chopped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Geisler a strike away from tiring the 2nd out of the inning here. Two-two pitch to Aaron Geenan. Just missed the inside corner and a full count now, 3-2, and to our point, Sabrina, these dugouts are both still very much in this game. Both of them jumped up, both in different ways. One positive, one negative. And the 3-2 is hit in the air to right field. Resch comes in to make the catch.
And that's 2 quick outs for Desert Mountain right there.
That's 2 quick outs. They must have heard you too, because they're following the same game plan.
I've had this revelation for some reason recently whenever I've done commentary and I've given a suggestion. For some reason it's been happening with the team that I gave the suggestion to. I think I'm a fortune teller when it comes to sports.
If you've heard any of my if you've heard any of my last broadcasts, I think I've done the same thing. I've jinxed them a couple times. I've said something's going to happen, so I'm on both ends of the spectrum there.
Look at that.
Andrew,
go ahead.
Andrew Grennert stands in. Sorry to cut you off there,
No, you're
Sabrina.
okay.
Ball 1, but you can go ahead and finish your point.
No, I was just going to say, you know, for Desert Mountain, you know, this is really good. You know, that's almost already at 2 outs. No runners on base right now. It's kind of, you know, getting them, again, how we said, you know, get, you know, the top of the inning done really quick, you know, keep the ball on your side for the bottom of the inning as long as possible.
Trying to work quickly. Just get themselves back up to the plate as quickly as possible. And it's 2 balls, no strikes here to the Horizon shortstop. 2-0 is a curveball that comes back down into the zone. A good pitch there from Geisler. 2 balls, 1 strike. The cleanup hitter doesn't have anybody on base to clean up, but he sure can start a 2-out rally here. Geisler will step off and reset. A bit of a smile on his face. Must have been a bit of a sign cross up there. And he overthrew that fastball. 3-1 now. Moves into a very friendly hitter count for Grennert. Hit by a pitches last time, doubled in that 3rd inning and flew out to end the 1st. And a big swing and a miss there. And the count runs full to him, 3-2. You can see him shake his head. He wanted that one very badly. Geisler looking for a 1-2-3. And he's not going to get it here. That's ball 4 in the dirt. And Grennert will reach first on the base on balls. Keeps the inning alive for Ethan Strahan, right fielder.
Number 51, Ethan Strahan.
Drew one of 2 bases loaded walks in the 4th inning that saw the Huskies take the lead. He's going to run her at first and 2 away. Takes a fastball just above the zone there. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, Grennert just chucked looked like his elbow guard off. Aggressively. 1-0. And a curveball that's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like it caught the inside corner. Grennert takes his lead from first. And as I say that, he gets a pickoff attempt from Geisler, and he's back in safely. One pitch. On the move, throw to second by Durbin in time, but safe is the call. Got the foot in there, did Grennert, so a stolen base for him. And a heck of a throw from Durbin, who was there in time, but just a fraction of a second too late in terms of getting the tag down. Throw was there, tag was not. 2-1 to Trahan. Grounded to second, Kearns on a knee, fields it. And he pulls the first baseman off the bag. And it's going to get into the dugout. And a crucial mistake there from the Desert Mountain second baseman results in the 6th Horizon run, a big insurance run to put them up 6-4. And as a pitcher, Sabrina, that's got to be a backbreaker for sure.
Yeah, we thought it was that was going to be the end of the inning, but obviously not. It's just the little things, you know. Desert Mountain is actually playing very, very well against a very good Horizon team. It's just like the little mistakes that they just need to clean up.
You can hear the groans from all the Desert Mountain fans here, but
Yeah, that one had to hurt just a little bit.
yeah, as you said, it was the third out of the inning right there in Kearns' glove. And just maybe too quick of a, I mean, shoot, I've been there. I can tell, I can pretty much almost every experience that I've seen, I can probably relate to in some kind of way, especially that one. Last out of the inning and just letting it get away from you. So Quentin Hennessy at the plate here. He takes ball 2 off the plate after 2 straight misses from Geisler, who now has to go get essentially a 4th out on the 3rd error of the afternoon for the Wolves. This one's at the bottom of the zone for strike 1, 2-1. You know, Kearns will definitely be kicking himself a bit for that one. 2-1 pitch, fouled right over our heads, and probably into that church behind us. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Quentin Hennessy. So we'll see if that run that came across unearned will prove to be costly for the Wolves as they look to come back. They now trail by 2. And the 2-2 pitch to Hennessy swung on and missed. Big punch out there for Geisler after that unearned run comes across, and we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Not many chances left for the Wolves. They now trail 6-4.
Hello there, my name is Brandon Tran, and I'm a Cronkite student at Arizona State University, and I'm so thrilled to be joining the Varsity Sports Show this semester. As a former athlete myself, I'll be providing content, both boys and girls, as you can follow me on Twitter at BrandonTran70, as I hope to see you all there this semester and provide great content around you.
Hi everyone, my name is Olivia Hersberg. I'm a senior at Arizona State University, majoring in sports journalism. This semester, I'll be working with the Varsity Sports Show to bring you sports content. I'll be the host of 2 segments, Hustle with Houston and Overview with Olivia, where we discuss everything sports. I've always loved sports and the competition that sports exudes. I'm very excited for this opportunity, and I can't wait for you to listen along the way.
Back for the bottom of the 6th inning here from Desert Mountain High School, and the Huskies are still on top here, 6-4 after that big error from Leo Kearns, the second baseman, pushed across Horizon's 6th run. As we talked about, Sabrina, that can prove to be very costly here as the chances run out here.
Again, yes, but they're finding a little bit more momentum, you know, at bat. So we'll see how Desert Mountain obviously responds to that. In general, like we said, and we've been saying all game, you know, you have to remember those little mistakes that you do make, but you can't dwell on them too much, because once you dwell on them, if they keep paying attention to the fact that they're down 2 runs and focus solely on that rather than just getting runs, it's gonna make it a lot harder for them. So, in a way, I'm pretty sure they know, you know, we're down 2, but let's just keep going, keep playing the way that we want to play, just like how Coach Dyer said. Now, as for Horizon, though, Horizon has to be okay with the position that they're in right now. It's not been the prettiest game for them, by no means, shape, form, or fashion. But they're still up 2, and they're controlling this game, and they've been controlling it for the most part with Desert Mountain only being able to cut the lead basically to 1. So we'll see how Horizon definitely, you know, comes out at the bottom of this 6th inning, and then how they finish it off in the 7th, at the top of the 7th.
It's going to be a new pitcher for the Huskies. It's going to be the junior right-hander Nathan Carrillo. Although my gut's telling me to go with Carrillo, so I'm not too sure about that one. And I'll say go with what the PA announcers say for now. Carrillo is the new pitcher here for Horizon. And one of their better pitchers, a 1.02 ERA, essentially the closer, it seems like, for the Huskies, as Dom Harris leads it off here in the bottom of the 6th. And a curveball drops in there for a strike, 0-1. Harris 0 for 2. He reached on an error his last time. And flew out in his first at bat. And this one's fouled over our heads yet again. And it's quickly 0 2 to the Desert Mountain DH. I think we found the answer to some of those baseballs being retrieved. Yeah, some kids started chasing that one down. And the 0-2 to Harris, fouled straight back into the backstop. Remains 0-2. Another 0-2 pitch coming here from Carrillo to Dom Harris. And another one fouled over our heads. And those young boys can go find another baseball out there.
Well, there's also a fence behind us too, so I'm wondering how many of them are actually, you know, going over the fence or not.
Oh, I think they gave up. They just came back. They don't seem to have a baseball in hand.
I think it went over the fence that's behind us technically.
I think it did too.
And at that point, I don't know how they would get
Into
the foul
into
ball.
the abyss, per se.
Yeah.
Another 0-2. This one's a breaking ball that comes back into the zone for a backwards K. And a good start to Carrillo's afternoon. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. We're going to get a pinch hitter for Leo Kearns' spot. The second baseman who had that crucial error. So Jackson Hairston with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning will be the pinch hitter. He'll take a fastball up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Hairston 226 on the year, 12 hits, 3 runs batted in. Looking to start a rally here. 1-0 is a big swing and a miss from Hairston, and the count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. He walked up to Kanye West, by the way. I kind of dig that one. That one's fouled back, strike 2. Your thoughts on that song, Flashing Lights?
I like it. I like old Kanye a lot. Unpopular opinion, old Kanye is better than new Kanye. In general, with music.
You know, on that note, I think I found my walk-up song. I think I'll walk up to Heartless. And I think that's
a good one.
I think I'll walk up to Heartless.
Wait, I'm making sure I'm right. Heartless by Kanye, not Heartless by The Weeknd. Or which?
By Morgan Wallen. Yes, the Heartless by Kanye West.
Oh, this did not make it over the fence.
This one didn't make it over the fence. It was going to, and it hits the tree right to our left. We don't have a camera on us, but I wish you guys can see how close this tree actually is. So.
Okay, so Heartless by Kanye West.
Yes, that's mine.
Great
the beat.
One. That's actually a really great one.
The energy, the vibe, it's there. It's there.
It is, very much so.
Can't believe I haven't thought of that till now. Right at the chorus is a good spot too. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe the chorus.
End of the second verse, maybe. I don't know.
I was like either end of this. I actually like end of the 3rd verse a lot going into the chorus.
You can probably put it at any of the verses and then going into the chorus, but
that's true.
We'll go back to the baseball game here. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jackson Hairston. Took a fastball upstairs. And the 2-2 is grounded to second. Collins Sr. fields and throws to first. And 2 up, 2 down for Carrillo here in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 8, left fielder Drew.
And a very productive start to his outing. So Drew Kazianko at the plate here, walking up to even more Drake. Common theme here. Seems like all these kids know who Drake is, obviously. Takes a breaking ball on the corner there, strike 1. And Carrillo being very productive in his pitches so far. calling him Drewbot from the dugout. I don't know if you can hear that, Sabrina. It seems like they got nicknames for everybody over here.
No, yeah, and I love the the motivation they're trying to get. Obviously, 2 outs right now, trying to give them a little bit of motivation, to get on base.
100%. It's quickly 0-2 on Kazianko. Here's the pitch. And a fastball laid on it, and he fouls it off into, dare I say, the abyss again. That's at least double digits in terms of how many foul balls we've lost that have passed the fence line behind us. Another 0-2 pitch coming. It's another breaking ball. This one off the plate. Kazianko lays it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking to keep the inning alive and start a 2-out rally with the Wolves still trailing by 2. And only 4 outs left as they look to do it. 1-2 pitch. Below the zone there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With Lucas Geisler on deck. Two-two pitch. Grounded to third. Nice pick on the short hop at third, and now a low throw to first, and it gets by. And it gets all the way to the fence, and that's going to result in Kazianko getting to second base.
That's some good momentum for them.
That's some great momentum. It could be some great momentum. So it actually won't be Geisler. It'll be James Hunter who comes back into the lineup. Who's still walking up to
We got some country.
country music. Oh, yeah. Jason Aldean. Always a good choice. Gonna get a mound visit here. The tying run is now at the plate. It was a heck of a play by the third baseman, Austin Middlestedt. And Middlestedt, in case that name doesn't sound familiar to you, he's not in the starting lineup. He's being hit for by the DH. The DH in high school can be used for anybody. And they used it on their third baseman. And Middlestedt with a heck of a pick, but he kind of skipped it in the dirt to Geenan over at first and resulted in the runner getting to second base. And we're going to get a pinch runner at second, too, for Kazianko. It's going to be Tyler Geffert out there at second base. So getting some speed at second base. Trying to get this run that'll make it a 1-run game. And in this aspect of the game right now, Sabrina, how big is that 6th run that came across last inning now? Especially if the would-be tying run would be at second right now if it weren't for that error.
Honestly, it would be. I think that last obviously run by Horizon was very, very big, but I don't think it was too detrimental. Like we've seen both teams, score 3 runs in an inning, so I don't think it's like the biggest thing. But I do say it probably is going to hurt just a little bit, knowing that especially if there's like the player on second base right now does score, that they could have already tied the game up. But I don't think it's too crazy detrimental, honestly.
This one's a squibber that eats up Carrillo. He recovers and throws to first to retire Hunter. No panic under pressure from the pitcher there. Gets the 3rd out, and we'll send it to the 7th inning with Horizon still on top, 6-4.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Hey everyone, My name is Eric Castellan, and thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show. I am currently a senior at Arizona State University, attending the Walter Cronkite School of Mass Communications and Journalism. I'm originally from California, but I moved to Arizona because of all the sports that are available out here. And I can't wait to bring you all the high school sports that we cover, whether you're listening or watching. Stay tuned. We're back for the final inning of play here from Desert Mountain. It's 6-4 in favor of the Horizon Huskies. And Sabrina, during the break, they announced the quote-unquote robust attendance today, 204 people. Wow, that's quite a bit for a high school baseball game.
Very much so. And it's so funny, when we first got here, only really one side of the stands was a little bit full. Not really too much, but as the game has gone on slowly but surely, the fans have creeped in, for a big game, and they've been in for a great game, actually.
Oh, 100. Oh, yeah.
Game full of ups and downs, twists and turns, but really good ball game by both teams.
Well, that indeed. So we're going to get a new pitcher for the Wolves here to start the 7th inning. It's Kevin Hoffmaster, who was at first base for a majority of the game, and now he's on the mound. James Hunter will re-enter and play first base, which explains why he came back in to hit as well. And he's got the bottom of the order to deal with here. It's going to be Zach Haas, the DH for Horizon, leading it off. And the biggest thing here from Hoffmaster is to get a 1-2-3 inning and really keep this deficit at 2 runs. And the lower, the better.
Again, all they have to do, get those 3 outs really quick, control the game at the bottom of the 7th.
Just give themselves a chance. First pitch to Haas is hit into center field, but right at Adam Gorin. Didn't have to move too much, came in and made the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Looks like we're gonna get a pinch hitter. It's gonna be Cole Jolly here for the Huskies. Jolly pinch hitting for the catcher Bernstein. And take a fastball for a strike from Hoffmaster. 0-1. A 1 pitch in there on the outside corner, and it's quickly no balls, 2 strikes. Jolly 273 on the year, 72 plate appearances. And this one just missed the inside corner. Just a bit inside. The wind starts to pick up again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss from Jolly, and a big punch out for Hoffmaster. 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th.
Number 46, Ben Strutt.
Ben Strutt comes back to the plate, and it seems like both these teams really took your advice. I'm going to keep saying it, Sabrina.
We've seen this happen quite a bit, though. 2 quick outs. It's always that 3rd out for both of these teams. So let's see if Desert Mountain can close out the top of the 7th inning.
At least the last couple innings, it's been the last out, but before that, it was 1-2-3, 1-2-3. This one's chopped to second. And Hunter will make the catch at first to retire the side. No error that time.
And it was the 1-2-3.
And it was the 1-2-3. Last chance for the Wolves as we head to the bottom of the 7th. They trail Horizons 6-4.
Thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show, where our mission is to empower education and enable dreams, creating an unmatched platform to showcase talent both in front of and behind the microphone in radio, television, podcast, and live streaming. The Varsity Sports Show, still your home for youth, high school, college, and you in Arizona and beyond.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Armistead. I'm from South Carolina but recently moved to Florida. I'm a sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism program. I'm a former D1 athlete. I know what it takes to be an athlete, and I'm excited to showcase our incredible Wildcats here in Tucson on the Varsity Sports Show. Every week, I will be doing a Wildcat Insider to bring you news and inside stories on your Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show.
Bottom of the 7th inning, last at-bats for the Wolves, unless they can get 2 runs or maybe even win the game here. They trail 6-4. Carrillo still on the mound for the Huskies.
Third baseman, number 2, Matt Alexander.
It's going to be Matt Alexander, the third baseman, to lead it off for the Wolves in the last of the 7th. Alexander, Starbuck, and Brendan Resch. The 3 due up here in this final inning. And the first pitch is a curveball in there for strike 1. Alexander singled his first time and popped out his last time. And looking to start a big rally here. 0-1 is laid off. 1 ball, 1 strike. One is hit in the air to left field. Quentin Hennessy ranges to his right. And he'll make the catch with 2 hands, much like they teach you as a kid. 1 up, 1 down. A big first out for Carrillo here in the final inning. So Quentin Starbuck will dig in here, number 9 hitter for the Wolves. Reached on an error his first time, flew out his last time. Speedy shortstop will take a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. So the Wolves down to their final 2 outs here. They're trailing by 2. Get on any way they can. 0-1 pitch. Chopped in front of the mound. Carrillo kind of stumbles and he can't get it out of his glove, and there's the big hit that Desert Mountain was looking for. It's an infield single for Starbuck, and now the tying run will come to the plate here.
Number 12, right fielder Brendan Resch.
So Brendan Resch will bat here as the tying run. And again, I'll stress it, if it weren't for that error, maybe the winning run. So we'll see how big that turns out to be here for the Wolves as they try to come back in this game. Resch 0 for 3 so far, and looking to get a hit here and help his team out any way he can. Shows bunt, and it's fouled off. I'm a little confused on why they're bunting if they're down by 2, but you know, I'm not going to question some coaching philosophies here. It's quickly 0-1 on Resch. Starbuck leads off first. 0-1. Misses high, 1 ball, 1 strike to the Desert Mountain right fielder. And the guy who hit a home run is on deck, Kevin Hoffmaster. So, and you know, he's probably looking to do the same thing, as that will maybe tie or win the game depending on what happens here. 1-1 is swung on and missed. A big fastball from Carrillo there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bailey. For player of the game, we can do Kevin Hoffmaster.
1-2 is well above the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and you can see from his body language and just the way he's letting go of that ball, he's throwing it a lot harder than he did last inning. Starbuck leads off of first. 2-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. Bit of a quick pitch there. Trying to catch Resch off guard and couldn't do so. Stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Resch representing the tying run here and looking to avoid a double play and get Hoffmaster back to the plate. Just solely on the fact that he hit a home run last at bat. 2-2 is just below the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Horizon fans around us didn't agree with that one. And now the count runs full. Starbuck leads off at first. Payoff pitch. This one's in the air to right center field. This one's got some carry on it, and it's going to get all the way down and into the gap. Resch will stop at second, rounding third and heading for the plate. No throw home. Starbuck scores, and all of a sudden it's a 1-run game. RBI double for Brendan Resch, and the Wolves have life here in the 7th. That ball again, the wind got it and it just took it away from the right fielder there. It just hooked away from him and it went into the gap.
And now we have coming up Kevin Hoffmaster. We talked about only player today, score a home run. I know he's probably looking to do that again, especially with them only being down 1 run to tie.
Oh yeah, and I'll stress it again. That is likely a tie game if it weren't for that crucial error that produced the last Horizon run. And we'll see just how much this comes into play here. Got a bit of a mound visit.
Still only 1 out though for Desert Mountain, so they still got plenty of time, plenty of baseball left.
Plenty of time, yeah. We'll see if they can force extra innings or
They just gotta
try to win the game here.
Again, like Coach Dyer said, they just got to do what they already know how to do. And this is turning out to be such a great ball game.
This is one of the better games I've seen in this season so far. It's been down to the wire, drama on both sides. Both dugouts have been in it. And now the man who hit one out his last time, if he does so again, it wins the game for the Wolves, and the outfield playing a little deep here. We're going to get a warning from the umpire here to tell Coach Dyer to put his helmet on. Just got to be safe out there.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry, indeed. And the dugout gives him a round of applause for his efforts.
I love the relationship that his team, that his players have with him. It's always so funny, and he is, like you said, he's so serious.
So yeah, you were trying to say they were trying to make him laugh earlier.
And they just always try to, get Coach, to be, a little bit normal and not.
And this one's in the dirt, and the throw to third is not going to be in time. And just like that, the tying run is 90 feet away, and still 1 out. So now a fly ball with the speed of Resch can tie the game. Sorry to cut you off there, Serena, but this is just such a pressure-filled moment. And it's ball 1. You're good. 1 ball, no strikes. And this pitch is taken up high. 2 balls, no strikes. So 2 balls, no strikes to count to Kevin Hoffmaster. And he'll take a breaking ball in there, 2-1. Tying run 90 feet away in the form of Brendan Resch. And again, I'll stress it, could be the winning run, if not for that error in the top half of the 6th inning. But in the moment right now, still trailing by 1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. And a big swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big moment here. Deep breath from Carrillo. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one's popped up, and it's going to get out of play. Into the abyss. 2 balls, 2 strikes it remains. And every pitch just seems to add more pressure. You can feel the drama and the tension here at Desert Mountain High School. The Wolves dugout is going ballistic right now and hopes to emphasize and influence a positive result here. Here comes another 2-2. And another one fouled back over my head, over our head, I should say. And it's still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Down to the wire after it didn't look that way for a while. But ever since the middle of the game, it's been that way. Another 2-2 pitch into left field, and that's going to tie the game. Kevin Hoffmaster delivers the game-tying single, and we're even at 6 in the 7th. What a swing there from the catcher to tie the game. And that dugout is going absolutely ballistic right now. Could have won the game if not for the error, but they'll take it either way. So now it's Adam Gorin, the center fielder, with the winning run at first base. And it's Lance Samuels pinch running because Hoffmaster's on the mound now. Showing bunt, and he pulls back. 1 ball, no strikes. One heck of a 7th inning here. It's seen a lot of drama and some very timely hitting in part of this Wolves offense. So we stand at 6-6 here in the bottom of the 7th. Adam Gorin with a chance to drive in the winning run. We've seen a lot of breaking balls in the dirt. Samuels will be waiting for a chance to advance. And Gorin's ahead, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And it misses high, 2 balls, no strikes. You can see Carrillo just firing in these fastballs. Deep breath from Gorin, deep breath from Carrillo. Double play ball in effect now. It's either extra innings or the game ends this inning. This one's in there at the bottom of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. So 2-1. And fouled straight back. And we're even at 2-2. Every pitch, it just gets tighter and tighter. The screws tighten in both of these coaches' brains here. Another 2-2. And popped up out of play yet again, and we're losing quite a lot of baseballs here. A lot of foul balls just being lost to the desert behind us. So still 2-2. They've made Carrillo throw a lot of pitches, which has proven to be a factor, even though he's still got a lot of zip on his fastball. Another 2-2 is a breaking ball off the plate, and now the count's run full. 3-2. Samuels. Another 3-2 is upstairs for ball 4. And now the winning run is in scoring position with 1 away. And this Carrillo coming into this game, a 1.02 ERA and more than 7 appearances. It seemed like he was the man to shut it down, but some clutch hitting by this Wolves offense has brought them back to life against an arm that looked like was sure to set them down, and now they've come to life in that dugout. Dom Harris, the DH, stands in. He'll take a ball off the plate. 1-0. Samuels represents the winning run at second. He's got great speed. Gorin at first doesn't matter in terms of the score. A lot of room down that left field line if Harris can pull it. This one's grounded right to third. second for one. And the throw to first is in time. They turn the 5-4-3 double play to get them to extra innings. And a heck of a turn there by the Husky defense, and we'll head to extras here at Desert Mountain. We're all tied at 6.
Hello, my name is Dominic Hernandez and I am currently working at the Varsity Sports Show. I am a senior at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications at Arizona State University. I will be working various jobs from working the camera to doing play-by-play of games. I can't wait to see what unique stories there will be in this upcoming high school sports season and be able to cover all the different sports that every high school has to offer.
Founder-level sponsors, the Kristen Graziano Group with HomeSmart Elite, are proud to be Saguaro alumni, community advocates, and your hometown realtors. The Kristen Graziano Group is ranked in the top 1.5% of real estate teams nationally, and your top-selling team right here in SaberCat territory. The Kristen Graziano Group can currently be seen on the Emmy-nominated TV show Selling the Valley of the Sun. When you're ready to buy, sell, or want to know the value of your home, reach out to the group that knows the neighborhood, the Kristen Graziano Group.
Sports, sports, sports. Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Mundaka and it's a pleasure of mine to be a part of the Varsity Sports Show this spring. I'm a current undergraduate student studying at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I'm still unsure of what exactly I want to pursue in sports journalism. However, I hope to learn and advance my knowledge under the Varsity Sports Show and create great memories with you. Let's make this a great year and let's strive for greatness.
And we're back for the top of the 8th inning. Yes, extra innings here at Desert Mountain High School. It looked unlikely heading into the last inning, but they strung together a 2-run rally to tie the game, and Kevin Hoffmaster back out on the mound as Sabrina, you're rejoining me after that. You looked ready to get those interviews and stuff, and now all of a sudden we got a brand new game and another inning to talk about.
I know. It was so funny because shout out one of our cameramen, Jake. He literally actually made a joke saying that I was going to have to probably come back over there, and then as soon as he did,
and that one,
you guys called me back.
Anyways, I interrupt you real quick. That one was hit on a line. It was hit very hard, but right at Drew Kazianko for the first out, and a big first out there for Hoffmaster. You can keep continuing, Sabrina. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. But how big was that bottom of that 7th inning for Desert Mountain?
It was huge. No, I was talking about it on that hit from Hoffmaster tied the game. And he was the man, and like you said, hit a home run in the 5th and came up and delivered probably the biggest at-bat of the game so far. And now the 1-1, or the 1-0 pitch, I should say, is fouled off to even the count at 1-1. It's A.J. Keeley still in the game. Comes the 1-1 pitch. This one's skied towards the bullpen out in left field. It's going to get out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. This one's hitting the air to right field. Resch going back, and he's still going, and it's over his head into the wall. Resch will get it in quickly. Bit of a wide throw, but the go-ahead run in scoring position here for the Huskies, and only 1 away. That ball was hit hard.
In both dugouts. Obviously, extra innings is always a great time because, it's basically, really not, but in a way, like the restart of a game. It's for all the marbles.
It's for all the marbles, like almost sudden death, more of
almost. Unless I keep tying.
I don't think we'll be here all night. I don't see any lights over here, so at some point this game has to end.
That's true.
Whether it be a tie or not. Go ahead, run in scoring position here. And the first pitch to Aaron Geenan, the first baseman, is off the plate for ball 1. Geenan has a hit in the 4th inning that drove in a run, and besides that, he's 1 for 4. Shows bunt, pulls back, and it's a strike down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Keeley representing the go-ahead run at second. 1-1 is fouled behind us again. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the Horizon first baseman. Horizon looking to take the lead back after they couldn't convert the final inning. 1-2 pitch. A breaking ball didn't get on top of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But the wind's still picking up here. Is it still affecting your hair a little bit, Sabrina?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, but at least no one's hat's falling off.
2-2 is a pop-up. And making the catch is Leo Kearns for the second out. Big second out there.
We're approaching this third out. Obviously, runner on second. This is going to be a big play right now. For obviously Desert Mountain, you just want to hurry up and get that third out so you can get a chance to, to hopefully, regain this lead and actually win the game. As for Rising, you're trying to bring that second baseman home.
He is the go-ahead run at second. Andrew Grennert, the batter. He'll take a curveball that goes behind Durbin all the way to the backstop, and now instead of a base hit, probably forcing a play at the plate, now a base hit or another wild pitch ties the game, or actually gives Horizon the lead, I should say, beg your pardon. And that wild pitch will put Keeley 90 feet away, with Grennert having already doubled. He's been on base 3 times. And this one's chopped towards second, and it gets through for a base hit. Off the glove of Kearns and into right field. And Horizon is taking the lead back here in the 8th. It's 7-6. And a big hit there from the shortstop to give his club the lead. And that big double from A.J. Keeley really started things off. As now Ethan Trahan digs in, takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. And that wild pitch also proved very costly, as the right fielder was coming in very hard, could have forced a play at the plate. But the RBI single by Grennert gives Horizon the lead. This one's off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. And it puts Desert Mountain back in the mindset that they've got to really answer and have their backs against the wall. 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. There's nothing they can really do about that. That was just a well-placed single off the glove there.
All they can do is just shake it off and just keep playing the rest of this ball game.
They've been responding almost all night so far. This one's on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, with 2 outs here in the 8th.
And this isn't the last time that these 2 teams are going to see each other. They're actually going to see each other on Tuesday.
I think they play at Horizon on Tuesday, so this is definitely not the last.
So that should also be a very interesting matchup, or in a way rematch for whoever wins or loses this game. That will be a very interesting one to tune into.
The count runs full 3-2, and Grennert will get a head start from first. He takes off. This one's off the plate for ball 4. And another insurance run moves into scoring position. Grennert to second. Trahan gets to first on the walk. The pitching coach will come out for a visit here, and it actually might take the ball from Hoffmaster here. So Hoffmaster, to his credit, did what he had to do. He came in and got big outs in the 7th to keep it 6-4. Got the big hit that tied the game in the bottom half of the 7th, and just some unfortunate, untimely placement of the Horizon hits have caused the Huskies to take the lead, and his teammates still giving him a heck of a round of applause in there for his efforts. Can't be mad at his performance, pitching-wise, Sabrina.
Not at all. He's played a very great game today. And then I think it's also, too, with Desert Mountain, they also realize they still have another inning left. So they do still get that other chance, to come out and see I guess a little bit of a seventh inning magic, I want to call it. Their bottom of the seventh.
The magic was certainly there, so we'll see if they can have it again. But they still need to get this last out and keep it a one-run game. It's going to be Alexander Kohler, the new pitcher for Desert Mountain, the lefty. He's going to face Quentin Hennessy, the left fielder, with 2 on and 2 out. And he's a big breaking ball kind of guy, throwing mainly breaking balls in his warm-up. Hoffmaster, to his credit, did a heck of a job. Just that last single that gave Horizon the lead just bleeded through the infield. I don't know if you saw in that play, but the first baseman kind of almost hesitated to go get that ball. I didn't really bring that up because they didn't really have time, but it might have been interesting to see if the first baseman had committed to get that ball, if they would have gotten it, but for now, we'll never know. We'll just add that to the list of questions that will never be answered.
I was like, we will never know. The world may never know. Like the
world may never know. Yep, like that.
The
Tootsie Pop commercial.
Yep. The world may never know.
So Quentin Hennessy.
And he's had a great game today too.
He has. He's got 2 singles, a walk. Struck out his last time, but 2 for 3. He's gotten on base 3 times. Can deliver a big insurance run here against Kohler, the new pitcher. And the first pitch is a curveball in the outside corner for strike 1. Kohler, the junior. His task is just getting this last out and giving them a chance. 3.18 ERA on the season for him. 9th appearance. 0-1 is another breaking ball. And that, I don't know if you can see it from here, Sabrina. That thing's got some sharp break on it. Starts well above the zone and just comes back down into the zone.
Yeah, you see the little, just the little curve kind of. It goes on its little destination path.
Heavy movement. Now we're going to check on the runner at second. No one's covering, so Grenert will walk back to second. As Hennessy trails 0-2, here's the pitch. In the dirt and going to third on the delayed steal is Grenert, who's now 90 feet away, as a big insurance run. And that delayed steal worked to perfection. Kind of forced the hand of Zach Durbin whether to throw it or not. Didn't want to risk it, so he held it. So the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Horizon left fielder. Drove in a run already, looking to drive in his second. 1-2 pitch. Chop towards third. Alexander charges, and the throw to first is low and not dug out. It'll result in another run for the Huskies. Advancing to third is Trahan, and it's 8-6 Horizon. And they put the ball in play, and more good things happened. And a big insurance run there. It's got to be a deflating blow. And Dyer's going to have the umpires talk about something, not sure what, but either way, we're back to baseball. So Zach Haas will bat here with runners on the corners and still 2 outs. And another insurance run 90 feet away. After Hennessy reached on the infield single, and this one's popped up. Leo Kearns calls off everybody to make the catch to retire the side and send us to the bottom of the 8th, where Horizon tallies 2 more and puts the pressure on the Wolves here as they come to bat. And their last chance, down 8-6.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Armistead. I'm from South Carolina but recently moved to Florida. I'm a sophomore at the University of Arizona Journalism Program. I'm a former D1 athlete. I know what it takes to be an athlete, and I'm excited to showcase our incredible Wildcats here in Tucson on the Varsity Sports Show. Every week, I will be doing a Wildcat Insider to bring you news and inside stories on your Wildcats. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show.
And we're back for the bottom of the 8th in this first extra inning. And after Horizon scratched across 2 runs on some very timely and well-placed hits, Desert Mountain finds themselves in a familiar position, down 2 in their last at-bats. It's going to be Leo Kearns to lead it off.
But they've been in this situation before and have answered, so let's see if they can do that again in this extra inning.
6, 7, 8 due up. And the first pitch is hit in the air to center field right at Strutt, and he'll make the catch for a big first out. And Carrillo's still out there as well. Even after that last inning where he saw his save go out the wayside. Now in line for the victory and looking to get 2 more outs, and he has Drew Kazianko at the plate, and he'll hit one hard and through the left side for a base hit. First pitch swinging on both of these at-bats to start the bottom of the 8th. This one results in a single, and the tying run will come back to the plate here in the 8th. So here's James Hunter, singled back in the 3rd, reached on a walk his 2nd time, and then was pinch hit for Lucas Geisler, or not pinch hit, but Geisler came in because he was the new pitcher. So the runner at first is Drew Kazianko. First pitch to Hunter is a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Hunter looking to keep the line moving and force pressure on this Horizon defense. Carrillo in his 3rd inning of work, looking to get 2 more outs. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouled back right off the umpire. It's going to take a little bit of time there. We're going to see if he's okay, and he seems to be no worse for the wear. Take a moment to give him some time. They're going to give a mound visit out there. So we'll reset here. James Hunter.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
It was the umpire and Coach Dyer. Coach Dyer pointed to his head because the umpire kept telling him to put his helmet on when it was the bottom of the 7th, and now he's going to go get his helmet after, obviously, the umpire gets hit with the ball. I just thought it was funny. I'm sorry.
I do remember. No, that's actually, wasn't even paying attention to that. That's a pretty funny point there. No, I'm not going to lie about that. He's kind of wearing it. Now he's just wearing it wrong on his head, so.
No, Coach Dyer and the umpire definitely had a, nice little moment right there.
And now it's 0-2 on Hunter, and he'll strike out. And actually, Hunter's going to get thrown out of the game. After it looks like the catcher yelled at Hunter there. It's going to be a big 2nd out. Kind of an unfortunate scenario here. Hunter's been thrown out after it looks like the catcher said something to him after the strikeout, emphatically. And then Hunter said something to rebut and got thrown out as a result. So Coach Dyer's going to talk it over here with the home plate umpire. As Matt Alexander's the batter here. Bit of a weird situation here. And Coach Dyer still having a very lengthy conversation. Bit of a weird scenario. Some discussion still going on. And the discussion ends.
Batting number 2, Matt Alexander.
So now there's 2 outs. It's going to be Matt Alexander, last chance for the Wolves here. After that bit of a bizarre sequence that happened. And the first pitch is a breaking ball above the zone for ball 1. Still high drama here. 1 ball, no strikes. Big swing and a miss there from Alexander. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alexander representing the tying run. Runner at first is Drew Kazianko. And Carrillo looking to get the final out and nail this one down for the Huskies. 1-1 pitch. On the outside corner on a breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the Wolves are down to their final strike of the afternoon. Wolves down to their final strike here. 1-2 the count to Matt Alexander. And this one misses high. Another breaking ball, tried to come back down, couldn't get it. Still 2-2. If it gets to the next batter, it's Quentin Starbuck. But right now it's between Carrillo and Alexander. Another 2-2 pitch. In there for strike 3 on the outside corner. And that's going to do it for this one. Horizon able to pull out the extra innings victory. 8-6 in 8 innings. And that's going to do it for this one. A heck of a ball game that saw a late inning rally in the 7th, and these 2 teams will meet on Tuesday at Horizon. So it'll be interesting to see. And and again, I can't stress it enough, what a game it was. Had drama, had tension, had both these teams really showing a lot of passion. And it came down to the wire there at the end. Forced extra innings. And in the top of the 8th, Horizon got across 2 big runs. And it caused a very drama-filled bottom of the 8th that it even had an ejection in there too. An unfortunate turn of events here for the Wolves. But either way, we have Coach Dyer standing by with our own Sabrina Giles. Let's head to Sabrina.
Hi guys, I'm here with Desert Mountain head coach, Coach Brian Dyer. Coach Dyer, you know, obviously not the outcome that we wanted today, but you guys played a really good ball game against a really good Horizon team. What's the biggest takeaway that you take away from today's ball game?
That's just how our season's gone. These kids have been battling all year. We just can't get over the hump. So we're going to show back up tomorrow, get to work Monday, and be ready for these guys on Tuesday. They're a heck of a team, but I think we are too. So we just got to find a way to get over the hump, and we'll make some adjustments and see what happens on Tuesday.
I was about to actually get into that. So like we talked, how you said, this isn't going to be the only time you guys see each other. You guys are going to see each other again on Tuesday. Obviously, you know, you have to keep this loss in the back of your mind, but, you know, obviously move forward to Tuesday's game because it is a new ball game. What pieces of your game plan change as you go into this coming up ball game?
Pitching, they got their 2 dudes that they'll throw at us on Tuesday. They have 2 guys that are lockdown #1 guys, so we're going to see those 2. I'm sure that they're going to bring their best at us. So, you know, we got to figure out how to keep it to a 1 or 2 run ball game because that's what their pitching staff's going to do to us. So it's going to be a challenge.
Coach Dyer, thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Sabrina. That was some very encouraging words there from Coach Dyer after a bit of a heartbreaking loss, to say the least. And they forced extra innings with a heck of a comeback in the bottom of the 7th, and saw that lead disappear and head to the 8th inning, and just couldn't quite do the same thing in the bottom of the 8th as they drop this one 8-6. Horizon gets their 21st win as Desert Mountain falls to 7-18 overall, and that's gonna bring us to the end of this broadcast as well. For Eric Castellan and Sabrina Giles, we thank you for joining us here at Desert Mountain, and we'll see you next time on the Varsity Sports Show.